From Sullivan East High School, we bid you a very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball Double Dip Audio Only. The Lady Cyclones, qualifying for the regional every year under Lucas Andrews, have done it again. Playing today in the district semifinals against the Tennessee High Lady Vikings, a team we split with in the regular season. And, of course, the winner of this game will be at home on Friday night of next week with the opening round of the regional. Of course, you'll come back here on Monday and play for either the championship or the consolation game based on what you do here today. Other side of the bracket will be Crockett and Daniel Boone. They play later this evening. And so if you win, you go back to the cozy confines of John Treadway on Friday night. If you lose, you take to the highway. So there's a lot riding on this game. It is really a game of who's not here today. For Tennessee High, they have three starters not playing. Addie Wilhoit, who averages 34 points a game, not playing today. She's on the injured list. We hate that for all these girls. Addie Moore, the starting point guard, out today, as is Jasmine Jones, who's on the bench. She just had knee surgery yesterday. She's got a knee wrapped up on crutches. So three of Tennessee High starters are not here today on a team that's 19 and 11. For the Lady Cyclones, we do not have Reagan May on. She broke her nose in practice. Apparently her sister, what I was told by Coach Andrews, collided with Sis and her twin sister and inadvertently got her nose broke, and so she's out, and Madison Barnett's in street clothes along with Aubrey Zabo. So we have three out, and they have three out. So it's a tale of who's out there and who's going to step up, and that's really how this is going to be. Next one up will be the key to this game, and we'll see if the Lady Cyclones can, again, take the rubber match. Again, we win at our place. They win at Viking Hall, and so we'll see on this third game. And, again, a lot riding on this game. You want to be at home on Friday night, and you want to come back here and play in the championship on Monday against either Crockett or Daniel Boone. So you got to, as the old adage says, you got to take care of business, and it starts right here on this floor against the Tennessee High Lady Vikings. Back after this and your pregame show brought to you by the great folks from Phil's Dream Pit. We're talking to Michaela Miller, one of our great sponsors at Phil's Dream Pit. Springtime events coming up, Bible schools, class reunions, wedding receptions, you name it. How can you help us in the springtime?
Meat, bulk orders, meat by the pound. Come out, order some pulled pork, get you some buns, maybe a side or two.
Let's talk Dream Packs. Tell us about the Dream Packs.
Dream packs, we start at 4, go as big as you need. Honestly, as big as you need. I got one tomorrow for 104. Pulled pork, 3 sides. We do offer pork, chicken, pulled beef, brisket. We even do the half chickens on the bone. But yeah, you get the meat, 3 sides, sauce, and buns.
Phone number to call is 349-6437 for the Dream Packs. Feeds 4 at a time, and you can do as many as you want. Then you talk about meat by the pound. Got something coming up. You just want the meat. Tell us about the meat by the pound. How's that work?
We pretty much 1 pound will, 1 pound will feed 4. Comes out to about $15.99 per pound.
What's my options on the meat?
Really, when you do it by the meat, you can do anything. Ribs, half chickens, pork, brisket, turkey, chicken. We even got Italian sausage and jalapeno, cheddars.
There you go.
Really anything we can do in bulk.
It's all right here. Dream Packs or meat by the pound. You got an event coming up. You need some help. It's a phone call away. 423-349-6437. The quest for perfect barbecue. Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back at Sullivan East High School, pregame show continues, bringing you this, brought to you by Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Was there on, Tuesday of the show? Oh, man, was it good. We get the chance to enjoy smoked turkey, hash brown casserole, mac and cheese, and some sweet tea at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Two teams played, overtime 87-81 at our place. Winning by 6, 87-81, losing at Viking Hall a couple of weeks back, 62-54. So the two-game average, you look at Addie Wilhoit, who averaged 34 points a game against us. She's under the basket in street clothes, won't play today. Carly Warwick averaged 6. Addie Moore under the basket in street clothes, won't play. She averaged 9 against us. Taylor Carmody averaged 2 points. Jenna Latham averaged 8. Delaney Linkus averaged 2. Katie Granger averaged 1, and Nyla Prophet averaged 2 in the two games against us. For the Lady Cyclones, we take Reagan May off the board, averaging 6 points a game. Sydney Minton going down the sheet, averaging 7 against Tennessee I. Adrian Heading averaging 4. Riley May averaging 21 in the two meetings. Addison Bunn averaging 16. Avery Rogers averaging 1, and Jamira Smalls averaging 8 against Tennessee I in the two meetings. So on paper, you would think it's going to be a Elizabethton win because three of their starters, including, you can't replace 34 points a game. I don't care what league, what level, you just can't do it. And so Tennessee I will do the best they can, obviously, but when you have a young lady that had 37 and 31 against us in the two meetings, you take that off the board to a 34-point clip per ball game, you got your hands full for Tennessee I. It's real simple. So it's about as simple as you can make it. So anyway, thanks for being with us. We get ready for this. We're about 4 minutes out. So Lila Harden, Sydney Minton, Adrian Heading, Riley May, Addison Bunn, Aubrey Zabo, Elodie Neal, Ava Rogers, and Jamira Smalls will be the roster for the Lady Cyclones. They're 14 and 12. Again, Lucas Andrews, head coach, qualifying for the regional now. Every year he's been the head coach. We went back, figured out it was 9 years. Lucas Honeycutt, our next game, 14 years head coach. He is qualified for the regional 13 out of the 14 years he's been at Elizabethton. That's, I'm not sure any other school has both coaches that can say that, both the boys and the girls, except Elizabeth. I have to go back and do my homework. I know some girls coaches have, some guys coaches have, but I don't know if any school that has both coaches qualified with longevity of the regionals that our coaches have in Lucas Andrews and Lucas Honeycutt. So the stage is set. On the other side of the bracket will be Daniel Boone and Crockett. They will play coming up here later this evening, and they will play at 6 o'clock. And so the winners will play the two games, this one and the Boone-Crockett winning game will play at 7:30 on Monday, and the losers will play for third place in the consolation game at 6 o'clock on Monday. We'll be here either way for those. Again, audio only. You know the rule. You've heard it. I've sang that song, broken that record enough over the fee that is charged to us when we do a video in a postseason basketball game in Tennessee to the tune of $250 a game. So you know that. We'll get into all that. So we're here with audio only. John Minton will join us coming up in the second game. We'll play back-to-back. The boys will go against Crockett coming up in game 2, which is a very evenly matched game. Again, that can go either way, I can tell you that. And this one is the rubber match of these two games. Again, we won by, as we said, 87-81 in overtime at our place and lost at Viking Hall 62-54. We'll get ready for basketball coming up, audio only, right after this timeout. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone District Tournament Basketball. Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. shop here at the Eagle Center for the spring and summer.
Hallelujah for spring and summer, right?
Right.
So we have a lot of things for your home to add to your decor, both indoor and outdoor. Pictures, pillows, mirrors. We have furniture. We have all kinds of Easter decor, all kinds of gifts for Mother's Day coming up after that. So it's a wonderful place to shop. I have 48 vendors, and they keep things moving, keep things fresh, bring things in all the time. We have old things, new things, all things in between.
Where do we find you on social media?
We're on Facebook under Eagle Center Co-op and on Instagram, Eagle Center Antiques.
Hours you're open?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday,
Things tell a story.
when people no longer can.
Our great sponsor. Come downtown in Elizabethton and shop. Think spring and summer at the Eagle Center. Be loyal, buy local, and buy at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports, the Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton.
Thank
Back at the Patriot Palace, Cyclones are in new battle with the Lady Vikings of Tennessee High. They are 19-11. We are 14-12 on the season. And a pretty good crowd coming in here on a 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon game. Guys will come right behind us at 4:30. We'll play the Crockett Pioneers in that game. On the other side of the boys bracket will be Daniel Boone and Tennessee High. They'll play later on this evening at 7:30. So you look down the road, what we're looking at for the regional. Well, we'll capture the starting lineups, and we'll give you that info coming up.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sullivan East High School for the second round of the District 1 3A basketball tournament. This afternoon, the number 2 seeded Lady Cyclones from Elizabethton will take on the number 3 seeded Lady Vikings from Tennessee High. This game is being played according to the rules of the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association. These rules allow for fair competition among players, spectators, and promote good sportsmanship, also by observing the rules of fair play. May you all please stand for the playing of our national anthem. And now for your starting lineups, beginning with the Tennessee High Lady Vikings. Sophomore, number 11, Carly Warwick. Sophomore, number 14, Nyla Prophet. Sophomore, number 22, Jenna Latham. Junior, number 23, Delaney Linkus. And senior, number 25, Katie Granger. The Lady Vikings are coached by Amanda Vance, Charlie Tiller, Angie Willwood, and Tom Lampkin. And now, for the Elizabethton Lady Cyclones, sophomore, number 4, Sydney Minton. Junior, number 5, Adrian Heating. Junior, number 11, Riley May. Sophomore,
So we're ready to go here. You see and hear your starters, I should say, would be Minton in for the injured Reagan May. Minton heading, Riley May, Addison Bunn, and Jamira Smalls will go. We lose 6 points a game on the average against Tennessee High. Tapped up goes, and we've got the basketball, and here we go. We'll work left to right here on the parquet. Red, white, and blue floor here at Sullivan East, the land of the Patriots. Navy blue stripe all around the court. Down low, feeds the Smalls up and in. Going to have it all day long as she wants it. 2-0 Cyclones on the feet inside to Jamira. Basketball, Latham with it up top, and the traveling maroon. Right side of the floor, right-hand dribble. She'll bounce past back door. She'll walk with it, got buys up a air ball shot, profit, rebound to left baseline. She'll keep it going. That will be Delaney Linkus with the basketball. She'll go up top with it. Again, Will Hoyt not here, giving up 34 points a game on the average in 2 games when she played against us. That's a huge loss. Bounce pass left side out of bounds. We'll go the other way. Linkus up top going east to west on the dribble drive. Bounced to the left side. Too much top spin. Kicked it out of bounds side court. We get the basketball. Again, navy blue stripe rings the arena here. Parquet floor. Patriots on the baseline on this end. Red numbers and letters, or actually red letters. Patriots trimmed out in white. On the other end, it's East. Red letters trimmed out in white. With a big E in the middle, red, white, and blue E. Down low to Jamira, right of the block, puts up the shot, not there in the foul. Guess where they're going? They're going to go inside as they should. It's a total mismatch, plus they're depleted in the numbers, and the foul's going to be I believe, with Delaney Linkus. It is. Linkus is first. Jamira will shoot free throws. So Smalls to shoot a pair. First shot up and in for Jamira. 3-0 Lady Cyclones. 7:05 to go in the period. Boys are coming up right after this. Second shot, bounces around, goes in for it. Jamira's got 4. We've got 4. Basketball, front court, right-hand dribble. Warwick, left-hand dribble to the foul line. Down the paint, working against Minton's lady for lady defense, and scores on the dribble drive by Carly Warwick. 4-2, Lady Cyclones. Into the front court, Minton, right side. May, down inside to Smalls. Jamira double team. Now triple team, they'll tie her up. It'll be Tennessee High basketball. Right of the block. Dropped it down her right hip, and they reached in immediately and tied it up, and they get the basketball in the alternating possession. 4-2 Cyclones, 6:44 to go in the period. Into the front court with the left-hand dribble will be Warwick. Picked up right there by Minton between the rings. She'll go left side, down to the left corner. Still dribbling, reverses hands, takes it back up top. Goes inside to Latham. Latham loses the handle. Picked up on the right side, feeds it back down inside to Linkus. Has it deflected, has to track down up top. Bunn's got it defensively. Linkus will give off now to Warwick. Back to Linkus out of the corner. 3-point shot missed. Minton's got the rebound. She'll push it down the right side of the floor, the right-hand dribble. Into the front court. Right side of the arc. Picks it up. The dribble goes to Heading. Up top between the rings to May. May inside to Smalls. Jamira puts up the shot. Not there. Inside. Ball knocked loose. It's up for grabs. Minton's got it. Minton fell to the floor. Kicked it to Heading. Heading down low to May. May to Smalls. Smalls can't get the shot. It's partially blocked by Granger. And coming out of the with it down the right side of the floor, Latham. Latham crossover dribble the floater, not there. Tapped up, it goes out of bounds. It will be basketball. A foul on Delaney Linkus. A loose ball foul on Tennessee High. That's her first. Check, that's her second foul. Team foul number 2. So Linkus immediately gets in early foul trouble, which is even more problematic for a depleted staff. So Taylor Carmody now in for Tennessee High. Score 4-2 Cyclones. Clock 5:40 to go in the period. Minton with it up top. Minton will go to Heading. Heading with the right-hand dribble, right side of the floor, down to the right corner to May. Riley across the paint east to west. Dumps up top to Small. Shot got it. Jamira with a 2-ball. Jamira's got all 6. 6-2 Cyclones. 5:23 to go in the period. Up top, basketball right side, Warwick. Warwick guarded by Minton. Crossover dribble, driving right of the block. Gets double team with the help of Smalls. Kicks it up top. Shot taken by Nyla Prophet and rims out. Rebound Minton. Bunny's got the rebound. Right side of the floor, the right-hand dribble. Left side of the cutter, Riley May puts up the shot. Not there in the foul on Tennessee High. It'll be on the foul, Carly Warwick. Minton went down the right side of the floor, the right-hander dribble. Shot it to the cutting left of the block, Riley May. Puts up the shot and draws the foul. So Riley averaging 21 against Tennessee High. And the 2 meetings will shoot 2 here. 5:06 to go in the period. 6-2 Cyclones. First shot is up and it is in. for the right-handed shooting junior, Riley May. Again, Sis is on the bench with a broken nose. Got a big patch across her nose. Out goes Smalls. In comes Ava Rogers. One more shot for Riley May. Our cheerleaders are here. Thanks to Victoria and Vanessa Nanny. Thanks for bringing them up. Cyclones lead at 8-2 here. First quarter. Clock at 5-minute mark. Latham with it up top. Right side of the floor driving Latham. On the dribble drive, right of the block up and in. Jenna Latham makes it an 8-4 ball game. On a bank shot, right side of the block for Tennessee High. Mitten inside to Bunn. Bunn back up top to May. May cross the paint, puts up the floater. Got it. Bank shot in from 4 feet out. Riley May coming down the left wing, went right up the middle of the paint and banked on the bank shot. Cyclones by 6, driving right side Latham, and got contact as she drove right to the block and draws a foul on the Cyclones. Smalls gets ready to check back in. Fouls on Riley May, that's her first. Smalls back in, giving Minton a breather. Baseline right, inbounding at Latham, Tennessee High. Cyclones by 6, first quarter. Out in the right corner, the back up top to Latham, foul line jump shot, Latham, got it. Jenna Latham, averaging 8 against us in the 2 games, she's got 4. Lead is at 4 for the Cyclones, 10-6. First quarter, 3-point shot heading, left side, double C3, not there. Rebounded Warwick. Warwick down the left side of the floor to Latham. Latham back up top to Warwick. Warwick with the basketball. She'll get right side to Granger. Granger, boys game coming up next immediately. Left side Warwick for a 3 for Tennessee High on the arc. Misses badly. Rebounded, coming off nothing but a glass backboard shot on the bank shot to Smalls. She'll give it to Bunn. Bunn's been quiet. She'll launch a 3. Not there this time, but a double C3. Out of there with it's Warwick. Warwick will push it for Tennessee High with the right-hand dribble to the right side of the floor. Right of the block driving. Throws one up. Off balance air ball shot. Rebound Rogers. Avis has got it for the Cyclones. Threw it to Bunn and stepped right in the passing lane and shot it. Warwick intercepted it. Reverse layup under the basket. Misses. Picks up Bunn. Bunn left side of the floor on the arc up top. She'll go to May. May for a double C3. Got it. Riley May. May averaging 21, and she's out of the gate with 8 here in the first quarter. And we jump out to a 13-6 first quarter lead at the 3:23 mark to go in the first quarter. Back after this, you're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball.
Wow! It's gonna make me wow! Wow!
Back at East High School, Cyclones by 7, first quarter, 13-6 at the 3:18 mark. Warwick is up top, guarded by Minton. High post, she'll go there on the pass to Carmody. She'll give it to Prophet, launches a 3, goes out of bounds. Who's it going to be? It'll be Tennessee High basketball. For the Lady Cyclones, it's Bunn, it's Minton, it's May, it's Heading, and it's Smalls. Prophet, Latham, Granger, Warwick, and a loose ball foul away from the basketball. It's going to be on 21. They'll call a illegal screen set by Taylor Carmody. That's her first. Team foul number 4 on Tennessee High. 3:07 mark to go in the period. Cyclones lead at 13-6 first quarter. You win this, you're home Friday at John Treadway. Right side, Bunn inside the Smalls, down the paint, got it. Got the ball at the foul line, took 2 right-hand dribbles and puts it up and in for Jamira. She's got an 8-point ball game. So does Riley May. We're out 15-6. Up top, Latham. Latham right side of the floor. Back, or check that Granger. An up and under, not there, and draws a foul. Had the ball in the right wing with the right-handed dribble, reversed and went down the paint, put it up and under with the left hand. Tried to kiss it off the glass and got contact from Adrian Heading. It's A's first. Free throws by Katie Granger. Granger averaged 1 point a game against us in the 2 meetings regular season. Shot up and in. First free throw of the game for Tennessee High goes through. One more shot by Granger. Got him. She made them both. Possession, Cyclones. We lead it by 7. 2:40 to go in the opening period. 15-8, Betsy. Minton into the front court. Working left to right. Goes right side to Heading. Heading with the basketball. Adrian. Tennessee on a lady for Lady D. Up top to Smalls between the circles. Ball over her head. She'll give it side by side to her to Minton. Minton looks back door to Heading. Try to thread it through the traffic. Goes off the hand of Heading out of bounds. Tried to throw it in between two Vikings and Adrian on the baseline. It ricocheted off the Vikings. Ricocheted off Adrian's hand out of bounds. They get the basketball and the turnover. 15-8. 2:19 to go first quarter. Latham left side to Warwick. Warwick looking for a cutter. Can't. She'll dribble it herself to the right side of the floor. Puts up the shot. Up and in. Carly Warwick took it from the left wing, looped it around Latham, and set a screen to the foul line, went down right to the block and scored on the bank shot on the layup. Heading up top, Minton for a double C3, top of the key, not there. Hit the lip of the rim, rebounded Tennessee High. 15-10, we lead it. 1:50 to go in the period. Left side of the floor to be Profit. Profit will go to Granger. Granger for the Lady Vikings, back up top. She'll go with the basketball, crossover dribble, driving, kicks in the corner to Profit. Profit backs her way in, nothing, tied up in the corner to Warwick. Warwick left the block, picks up the dribble, throws it back up top to Granger. It's going to be across the midcourt stripe, picked up deep in the corner by Bunn. Bunn for a three, got it. Threw it up to her teammate who didn't see it, went across the timeline. Bunn tracked it down all the way down to the left corner, and Addison then promptly jacked the three and got it. Latham on the shot, not there. In and out, rebounded Riley May. Cyclones by 8 first quarter. Riley down the right side of the floor to Minton. Minton crossover dribble, leaves it up top to Heading. Heading for a double C3, got it! Adrian Heading for a downtown three at the top of the key. 21-10 Cyclones, 55 seconds to go in the period. Advanced it to an 11-point lead now. Right side of the floor, Granger. Granger looks up top. Granger will give it off to Profit. Profit works right side of the floor. Right-hand dribble. Goes back to Latham. Latham to Granger. Up top, 14, Profit. 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. Great start with the Lady Cyclones. Down in the corner, Latham. Latham runs the right baseline. Good cut-off defense, May. Wouldn't let her advance it. Back up top to Granger. Granger, an up and under shot, got it. Granger from the right wing went down to the same thing she did before, and Katie Granger got an up and under. Is Heading. Bank shot on the left side of the glass from 2 feet out. Makes it 21-12. 15 seconds in the period. Three-point shot, Bunn, not there this time. On a double C3 where all the hoodies and vests are 20% off. Minton stole it. Warwick coming up the floor, and Sydney cut across and stole the basketball in front of her. Put up the shot, missed it. Down on this end, Warwick with the baseball pass to Granger. Sails out of bounds, side court. And it came off her hand. She missed that shot, Minton. And you saw Warwick baseball it down the floor, and it just went wonky off her hand. It goes out of bounds, and we get the basketball back with 1 second to go. May will sling it half court, and it's in the books. 1 down, 3 to go. Good start for the orange and black. After one, Elizabethton 21. Tennessee High 12. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone District Tournament Basketball. Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton, your Cowboy store, and so much more. We have shoes and boots for guys and gals. We have kids' boots and shoes for the little people, too. Ball caps, Marriott Wrangler, a large selection of Huey. We have purses, billfolds, handbags. We carry a full line of Montana Silversmith jewelry. We have both Lane Frost and Huey cologne and perfumes. We even have several styles of rugs to choose from, and a large kids section full of boots and shoes and jeans and dresses and even stuffed animals. And jeans, and more jeans, both work and casual for guys and gals. Ariat and Wrangler in all sizes and styles. T-shirts for men, women, and kids. For cold weather, we have fleece tops and sweaters. And racks full of men's shirts, including the George Strait line from Wrangler. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts for men and women. Vests and jackets for the cold days and nights for the guys and the ladies. We have a full line of tack and cowboy hats for cowboys and cowgirls, along with belts and a great selection of saddles. So you see, it is a cowboy store and more. Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Find us on Facebook and at doublecwesternsupply.com. Second quarter, Cyclone possession. Heading with the basketball. Down to the right corner, Minton for a double C3 out of the right corner. Not there. 21-12, we start the second stanza. Missed shot, tracked down to the left corner by May to Heading. Heading for a three. Got it. Adrian Heading, back-to-back threes. On her last two possessions, 21-12 now. Make it 24-12. We've doubled the score. Cyclones lead it here. In the first quarter in the district tournament. At Sullivan East. Boys coming up next. We'll take on Crockett, which is going to be anybody's game. Up top, Latham, based on the stats. Latham down the paint, shot missed, off the lip of the rim, rebound, Rogers. Rogers will give it to Minton down the left side of the floor, the left-hand dribble. Sydney into the front court, crosses it over to the top of the key. Down the foul line, kicks it right side to Rogers. Tied up, jump ball to be Tennessee High basketball. Rogers, Minton, May, Heading, and Bunn for the orange and black and our home white. Orange numerals trimmed out in black. Tennessee High and their traveling maroon will have on the floor Latham. Also on the floor is Linkus and Granger. Right side, down to the corner. Right baseline, tied up, reverse walk the basketball. Had it down right of the block, and she tried to, on the right side of the basket, tried to reverse to the left side and took a big giant step, walk with it. We get the basketball back. Cyclones lead at 24-12, 6:52 to go in the half. Up top, Minton, right side to May. Riley up top to Bunn. Bunn's going quiet. It's been the Smalls and May show so far. May for a double C3, not there this time. Rebound to the paint, Heading. Heading back to May, top of the key. Right-hand dribble. Goes right baseline with a pass to Minton. Feeds it down low to Rogers. Oh, nice feed. Sydney Minton was open. She opted to go to Ava Rogers and bounce it to Ava and banks it off the left side of the basket from 2 feet out. On the backboard, I should say. And we lead at 26-12. Nice speed by Minton to Rogers. Down low to Linkus, puts it up in traffic and draws the foul. Fed it into her. Delaney with the left hand spun, put it up in the paint 6 feet out, and draws a foul. Fouls on Ava Rogers, and it'll be a free throw opportunity now for Delaney Linkus. Linkus averaging 7 points against us in the 2 meetings, is yet to score. Eyes the mark to southpaw, got the first one. Tennessee High perfect from the stripe, 3 for 3 so far. In will come Carmody, in will come Warwick, and in will come Profit for Tennessee High. 26-13, again our score is doubled in favor of the orange and black at the 6:17 mark in the first half. Second shot Linkus, she'll go up and not there. Again, we're out without Reagan May with a broke nose. Rogers got the rebound, kicks it up before to Heading on that second missed free throw. Heading left side, Bunn on the left side, double C3, not there. Rebound in the corner, tracking it down, it'll be Carmody. We'll do it for Tennessee. I can give it to Warwick. Warwick right side to Latham. Latham driving on Heading. Adrian, great defense. Adrian Heading shot that one, missed it, and in large part because Adrian defended it perfectly on the dribble drive. They got the rebound, Profit did, on the left baseline, kicks it back up top to Warwick with the right-hand dribble. She works it to the right side of the floor. Cyclones by 13 in the first half here. Left side, Profit. Profit guarded by Rogers. We stay in a lady for lady defense. We're down 2 today. Madison Barnett and also, and of course, Aubrey Zabo still has been hurt. And Reagan Mays in street close today with a broke nose. Back up top, basketball will be Warwick. Warwick for Tennessee High to the left side of the floor, the left-hand dribble. Goes down inside to Lincoln, post up, puts up one, and is fouled on a mismatch by Sydney Minton. Linkus about a 2 to 3 inch advantage against Minton. Sydney picks up her first foul. She defended on the left baseline. Linkus was falling out of bounds on the left baseline. She's left-handed and shot actually in behind the backboard and got fouled and go to the free throw line. Linkus will shoot. She'll shoot a pair. First shot is up, and it is in by Linkus. 2 points from the free throw line. Hello to Katie Witten. How you doing? 26-14 Cyclones. 5:23 to go to the half. Second shot, Linkus got it. Got them both. Cyclones by 11. 5:22 to the break. May will bring it up the floor, left to right with a right-hand dribble into the front court. Riley will work it right side to Minton. Minton between the rings. Back to May. Threw it to her and intercepted. Threw it right back to her. Warwick picked her pocket driving. Warwick with a steal. Goes back up top, and she lost a handle. Across the court. Riley May tracks it down. Good hustle inside of Minton. Sydney will put up the shot. Not there and draws the foul. Great hustle by the Cyclones. An errant pass by Tennessee High. May went down and tracked it down. Even the left corner. Flipped it to Minton coming down the paint. And the foul's going to be on Warwick. It'll be her second, and free throws now for Sydney Minton. Hey, join us Monday morning. The Tour of Schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. We'll be there Monday morning in the land of the Pirates at Eastside Elementary. We'll be there on Monday, showcasing great kids doing great things Monday morning at Eastside Elementary, our first Tour of Schools in the spring campaign. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. Second shot, Minton. Sid got them both. Cyclones 28-15. They lead at 5-minute mark first half. Warwick will drop back to a 2-3. Smalls on the floor now. Smalls, Rogers, and Bunn underneath on that 2-3. Up top are May and Minton. Cyclones by 13 first half. Latham, left of the arc, penetrates, lost the ball, ran into Smalls, and that's all that needs to be said. Crashed into her, lost the ball, we got the ball. Like hitting a brick wall. Right side, Bunn for a double C3, left it short, rebound May. Rally in the paint, puts it up, rims out, tapped up, who's got it? Rogers. Rogers open, shot, not there from 12. And out of there with it, with the rebound on the missed shot will be Carmody for Tennessee. Goes right side to Prophet, back to Warwick. Warwick, crossover dribble, foul line. Kicks in the corner, tried to get it to her teammate. Tipped by Rogers, picked up Bunn. Good defense, Ava. It was a low pass, and Rogers tipped it, and Bunn got the deflection. We've got the basketball. Bunn with it up top. She'll go to May. May for a downtown three, rims out. Rebounded by Latham. 4-minute mark, first half, we're up by 13. Latham into the front court. Latham, top of the key, brings down herself. Jacks a three, not there. Rebound Rogers. Ava will kick it out to Minton. Ava getting some good playing time with two of our ladies regulars in street clothes today. Right side in the corner. May, touch pass down low to Minton. Tied up, and who's it going to be? A jump ball to be our basketball. So May had it in the right corner, dumped it right of the block to Sydney, and Minton got tied up immediately with Nyla Prophet. Granger back in for the Vikings. Adrian Heading back in for us. It's our possession. Baseline right. 3:42 to go in the period. We're up by 13. Baseline right. Deep in the left corner to Bunn. Bunn for a double C3. Not there. Down low. Batted around. Picked up out of the traffic. Goes Tennessee High. Latham will bring it up the floor. Middle of the floor. The right hand dribble. She'll go left side to Prophet. Prophet down in low. Posting up Linkus. Linkus kicks it down to the right corner to Granger for a three. Not there. Rebounded Prophet. Left of the block. To Linkus, coming down the paint, throws one up, and it's not there. Came off the back of the rim on a floater. Pulled down Smalls, kicks it to Heading. Heading to May. 3:15 to go in the half. We're up by 13. May, or rather, Minton with a bank shot, three. She just shook her head and grinned. A bank shot from the top of the key, a three-ball, double C3. Cyclones by 16, 31-15. Our biggest advantage at 2:57 to go in the half. Right side of the floor, Granger. Granger inside to Prophet. Back to Granger on the arc. Left side, guarded by Heading. Up top, ball stolen away, Minton. Minton picked her pocket. Sydney driving, puts it up, and in. Sydney Minton picked it. They threw it to Linkus, and Tennessee High says, hold everything. She went back up top to Linkus, stepping in the passing lane. Sydney Minton off to the races on a three-quarter court fast break dribble drive right to the block and scored on the driving bank shot layup, and that puts us up 33-15 with 2:41 to go in the first half here. We were going to tell you before the starting lineup who's on the other end of the region. We're watching Greenville and Volunteer playing in one semifinal. I'm sorry, we passed that. On Monday, it'll be Volunteer and Granger in the consolation, and Greenville and Cherokee in the championship. That's the four teams down there. The four teams up here are obviously these two, and Crockett and Boone. They'll play in the third game out of the four-game set today. So possession, Cyclones defending. We're up 33-15. Clock, 2:41 to go third quarter, first half rather. Get ahead of myself. Latham will bring it up before the right-hand dribble into the front court. They work right to left. Left side to Linkus. Linkus up top to Latham. Latham has the ball to Prophet. Prophet high post to Carmody. She'll front the basket against Smalls. They two dribbles. I'm getting rid of it. Back to Granger. Back to Carmody. Foul line jump shot. Not there. Rims out. Rebound. Minton's got it. Sydney has come to play again. Down on the floor. Bunny diving for the loose basketball. And Minton on the alternating possession. It stays on the Tennessee end of the basketball floor. 2:17 to go. First half. 33-15 Cyclones. Baseline left. It'll be Prophet inbounded. Prophet inside to Linkus, throws one up again, not there, and draws a foul. So you can take it to the bank. When she gets it, foul's going to be on Heading. It's her second. When Delaney Linkus gets the basketball, more times than not, she'll be on the left side of the floor because she's a southpaw. And Linkus will go to the free throw line. She'll shoot two more. Shot is up and in by Linkus. She has 4 out of 5 in the free throw line. That's her point total. Cyclones lead it 33-16, 2:16 to go first half. District tournament play at Sullivan East High School. Second shot good. Trying to get that championship on Monday night inside the Boone or Crockett. Boone, the third-ranked team in the state. Crockett will get there tonight by winning here over East last night by 12. In a game that East was leading decisively to halftime, and Crockett caught fire and won it. Shot Minton, not there. The 3-ball. Rebounded Smalls off her hand, picked up in the corner, Bunn. Bunn back up top to Sid. Sid top of the key for a double C3, not there. Down to the corner, Heading. Heading will kick it back up top to May. Riley will try double C3, not there. Rebound down to the left corner, Linkus. Linkus for Tennessee High, 1:43 to play. Up the board to Granger. Granger will give it off to Profit. Profit trails it to Latham, top of the key. She walked, and she sure did. Walked a country mile, switched pivot feet, and slid her. Whichever pivot foot she was going to use, she slid both of them. And it's a walking call. Turnover, we get the ball back. Three-quarter court inbound in front of the Cyclone bench. We have May, Minton running the point, Heading, Smalls, and Bunn on the floor. Cyclones up 33-17 first half. Inside to Smalls, puts up the shot, got it. Muscled it up. Jamira Smalls. She's got 10 first half points here. And the Cyclones are up 35-17. Rogers setting to check into the scores table. 1:10 to go in the half. Possession, right side, Latham with the basketball up top. She'll go up top to Linkus. Linkus driving his way, left side of the floor. Puts up a shot, blocked partially by Smalls. It's an air ball. Came down the middle of the paint. To Adrian Heading after the partial block. Heading down to the right corner, Minton. Double C3. Got it. Sydney Minton. Sid is cooking with propane, folks. She's got 10 first half points. She's got 10. Smalls got 10, and May's got 8. Cyclones by 21 here with 43 seconds to go to halftime. Inside posting up. Linkus kicks it down right side to Carmody. Top side to Profit. 3-ball shot. Not there. Rims out. Who's got it? Granger. Puts it up on the bank shot. Not there. Rebound Smalls. Smalls to Bunn. Right side of the floor. Right hand dribble. To Heading left side. Adrian with a floater. Puts up the shot. Good. Adrian Heading with a floater. Banked it off the glass from 12 feet out on the left side of the basketball court, and you're down to 17 seconds to go. Cyclones up big here in the first half, 40-17. Crockett coming up next. Up top, Granger. Granger down low to Linkus. Over the shoulder deflection, Bunn out of bounds. Tennessee High will keep it. 40-17. Cyclones up big here. 7 seconds to go to halftime. The boys will come up next against the Crockett Pioneers. It's anybody's game next game. Based on the stats, it's a very evenly matched matchup. In a corner to Linkus. Linkus up top. Clock at 4 seconds. Granger, I don't think they see that. Now they're going to throw one up, and it won't go. They clearly was not watching the clock. They're running their offense and went, we better let one fly here, and they did. Halftime, Cyclones lead it 40-17. Elizabethton Lady Cyclones leading the Vikings 40-17. We'll be back after this from our halftime sponsor, the dear folks from Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. Cyclones at the break lead it 40-17. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone District Tournament Basketball.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Bailey Sports Show. Why Physical Therapy Services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded, The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where you have locations?
1975 West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the medical care building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical therapy services. Last question, real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Second 9 weeks, t-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this through their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. Halftime Cyclones lead at 40-17. We're joined by our athletic director, the one, the only, Joe Diaz. How you doing, sir? You better pull that down where we can hear you. Hear the golden tones. There you go. Doing good. How's everything going in the land of Cyclones? Pretty good first half for the Cyclones, is it not?
Great first half. Really proud of the girls. Man, Sydney, a little sophomore, man, she's having a great game.
Yeah, brag on her, because that's every time she does good. I said she plays like Cassie.
Oh yeah,
and
for
her,
sure.
And
So I've seen them both play when they were in their mom and dad play. So
yeah, but I got to jerk his chain every chance I get.
Yeah, he was a baller too, though.
Oh, I know he was. We're talking. He'll be up here for the second game. Thank you, Andy Wilhoit. You're very kind, sir. Man, I tell you, as a daddy, how would you have to? Your little girl's average 34 points a game, can't play. Addie Wilhoit, Reagan May can't play. Is not playing today. Jasmine Jones, knee surgery. You know, at this point of the season, you want all hands on deck, and both teams are depleted. We don't have everybody. We got Reagan May and Sabo and Madison Barnett are out today. So you do what you can. Scoring, Minton's got 10. Heading's got 8. Riley May has got 3 and 5. She's got 7. 3 from Madison Bunn. 2 right now from Ava Rogers, and 10 big ones from Jamira Smalls. What else going on right now? What our wrestlers are involved, aren't they?
Yeah, they've been competing this weekend on Friday and Saturday, or today. Done really well overall. Been a great season. They are all finished. Our last one went out just probably about an hour ago, Sophia. But we had 7 total qualifiers. You know, you had 113. You had Little Jenkins, 126. Tristan Richardson, 132. Peyton Vanover, who had a good weekend. He wrestled late into today as well. Had Matthew Henn, who's actually a 2-time qualifier. Leaf Urbach also qualified for 190. At 120 for the ladies, Sadie Kellerman. She's actually a 3-time qualifier, and she wrestled several matches as well in the state tournament. Or kept moving on a little bit. And then at 145, Sophia Swink, she had a great weekend, and she went out on a 1-0 match, and it was Coach Clevenger said it was definitely the best match of the weekend. But you know, it's the most qualifiers that they've had since 2018. No placers in the top 6, but all in all, they fought hard and represented us well. So definitely could have had a little bit more success, I think. But we had a lot of injuries, including Clevenger Jake. He was not able to compete. If he wasn't injured, I'm confident he would have been there as well, and probably would have done well there too. But all qualifiers are underclassmen except for Jenkins, so future's really good for the wrestling.
Absolutely. Halftime we lead at 40-17, so probably the most used place in Elizabeth besides Amigos and Chick-fil-A, I would think would be our football field. We got the new turf down. It looks really good. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. They finished it about, I guess it's about a week and a half ago. We did our walkthrough with the company. A few changes on it, just three major changes really. There's the orange around it. I don't know if you've seen it or not. You've probably seen pictures. The orange that goes around, that's really nice. We moved some soccer lines back so have the alternating greens every 5 yards, so it looks really sharp.
Halftime we lead at 40-17. Glad you're up here. We'll talk more soon. Baseball starts on March the 9th. It's right around the corner. Our spring sports getting ready.
Yes.
Boys and girls tennis, boys soccer, of course softball, baseball,
track and field.
Yep. So it's here. It doesn't stop, does it, sir?
No, sir. We've had a few scrimmages. The softball team, their scrimmage was canceled due to rain, but baseball team's been able to get a couple in, but the other ones are going full force at it as well. And soccer's had a scrimmage too. So
say hello to our buddy Hal Woods, would you please?
I will. Hey, Hal, how you doing, buddy?
Hal's watching, so a lot of folks are listening, not watching, but listening. We appreciate that. Thanks for coming up. Boys game next. It should be a dandy. Crockett and the Cyclones very evenly matched. So we'll talk more about that when Dr. Minton gets up here. Joe Diaz, our athletic director, man. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
He's a good man. He works hard. I appreciate his help very much. Quick break. We'll start the second half. Cyclones lead it here at halftime, 40-17 over Tennessee. We outscored in the second period, 19-5. And so we win this game. We're on our way. We'll be at home on Friday night at John Treadway. We need a packed house. These girls will certainly deserve it. And then if the boys can win here coming up in the second game, they too will be at home next Saturday for the opening round of the regionals. So you know what I'm going to say. Be loyal and support these kids. They deserve it, these young student athletes at Elizabethton High School. Girls, if they can hang on to win this, will be at home on Friday. If the boys can beat Crockett next game, which is literally up next, will be at home on Saturday for the regional. Tom Blue Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why should we trade any time of the year at the Jewelers Bench?
Well, because you get customer service. We're there to help and with anything you need. You get personal service. Anytime that you need to talk to the jeweler, he's there to talk. And we treat you like family.
Yep. You're not just another person coming in. You actually take interest in these people.
We do.
Yep.
We do. And it means a lot.
Absolutely. And you're typically open 6 days a week.
Yes.
And so 7 days you're closed to be the Lord's Day. So how do we find you on Facebook?
So we're Jewelers Bench on Facebook and Instagram. And then we have a website, jewelersbenchtn.com.
And the magic phone number, just to call them,
is 423-542-5600.
Call them anytime. They're there and you'll get a live body.
Yep.
Great sponsor of the Tom Blue Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton. We start the second half here. Cyclones up 40-17, our possession here. We work right to left here on the parquet now. At Sullivan East High School. Boys coming up next. 40-17. Smalls will let a three fly, not there. On the right side of the floor, picked up Bun up and in. Addison's been quiet. She's averaging 16 against Tennessee. I got her only her 5th point of the ball game. Had a 3-ball back in the first quarter. Granger on the other end and up and under right side of the floor. Misses. They get the ball back. It's Linkus. Linkus for Prophet driving right side of the floor. Cut off Prophet. Good defense by Heading. Right side of the block. Picks up the dribble. Looks for help. Goes up top. Open Granger, top of the key, not there for Tennessee High. Box out, rebound, great job, Adrian Edding. Adrian boxed her out perfectly, textbook, right in the middle of the paint. She came over back. Fouls on Nyla Prophet. She picks up the foul for Tennessee High, her first team foul number 1 of the second half. Cyclones lead at 42-17 third quarter. Again, you win this when you're back here Monday for the championship, and more importantly, looking further down the road, you'll be at home on Friday night in the regional opener. Driving Riley May right to the block, puts up the shot, no, goes to the deck hard on the dribble drive and draws the foul. She went down right to the block with the right-hand dribble, and she'll get contact from, I think, Katie Granger. Granger picks up the foul. It's team foul number 2 of the second half. Riley May's first shot up and in. May averaging 21 against Tennessee High in the 2 ball games, has 8 here. And the Cyclones outstanding at the free throw line here in the ball game. One more shot for Riley May. Second shot is up. I'll be a son of a gun, a jinkster. First free throw we missed all game. Cyclones with the lead, 43-17. Three-point shot taken left side by Prophet, not there. Rebound Smalls. Kicks it up the floor. Smalls to Minton. Minton across the timeline. Sydney will try and get double team, stolen away by Warwick. Warwick to Granger. Granger driving, puts it up, blocked by May. It goes out of bounds. Great job of Riley May. Granger driving right of the block with a right-hand dribble, slashing across the paint from the left wing and getting a handle, knocking it out of bounds was Riley May. And so Tennessee will keep it. Great defense on the breakaway driving led by Tennessee High by Riley May. Latham in the corner, back up top. Linkus, she'll go to Warwick. Lady for lady defense by the Lady Cyclones. Out of the left corner, Granger lets it fly and got it. They whipped it around pretty quick, and Granger drops it out of the left corner for a 3-ball. Makes it a 43-20 third quarter lead Cyclones. Down to the right corner, Bunn. Bunn back up top to May. May for a double C. Western supplies 3, not there. Comes off hard on the carom out top of the foul line to heading. Out of the corner to Minton on the pass. Shot, air ball 3 out of the left side. Picked up May. May comes down the paint, puts it up, and has it stripped out of her hand right of the block on the putback and goes out of bounds. And we'll keep it. Baseline right. So Granger, Prophet, Linkus, Latham, and shot in the paint. Smalls and Warwick's your 5. Inbounding it to Smalls. Jamira from 12 feet out dropped it in on the inbounds pass. Tallest girl on the floor. She has 12 points. Cyclones lead at 45-20 third quarter. Right side, Latham. Latham up top. She'll go left side to Warwick. Back up top to Granger. She'll jack a 3 at the top of the key. Bank shot, fiberglass only. Picked up Smalls in the middle of the paint. Up the floor to Sydney Minton. Up top to May. May with the basketball. Inside to Smalls. Smalls mismatch, puts it up, not there, and got it. Jamira easily 5 or 6 inches taller than everybody, including the one who tried to block the shot, which will be Linkus. That's her third foul, Delaney Linkus. And so you post it inside to her 2-time state defending shot put champion, and Jamira does the rest. She has 13 points, made that first free throw. Averaging 15 against the Lady Vikings. We won by 6 at our place in overtime. Lost by 8 at Viking Hall a couple of weeks back. So we split. This is the rubber match, and right now we have a 27-point lead third quarter. Into the front court. Warwick goes left side to Latham. Latham back to Warwick on the right side of the arc. Crossover dribble against Minton, goes down inside. She'll go to Prophet. Prophet in the paint. Try to put one up with the left hand. I think Adrian Heading got her. So they fed it inside to Prophet. Yep, Adrian picks up the foul. That's her third. Check that. That's her second. My bad. Prophet to shoot free throws on the far end. The clock stopped. 47-20. Cyclones third quarter at the 5:23 mark. Boys game coming up next. First shot up and in by Nyla Prophet. Tennessee High's only missed one free throw in the ball game. That was Linkus back in the second period. One more shot is up, and it is in by Nyla Prophet. Averaging 2 against us in the 2 games, and she's got 2. Cyclones up 47-22 third quarter. Right side, Minton out of May. May on the give and go down the paint to Smalls. Jamira lost the handle, falling out of bounds. Underneath the basket, tried to throw back in play, and she did to Jenna Latham. Latham driving down the floor, right of the block, puts up a runner. As it stripped out of her hand right before she released the shot by Riley May. Got a piece of it, blocked it out of bounds, and they'll keep a baseline right. Rogers, Heading, Minton, Bunn, and who's your 5th one on the floor? Riley May. Without Addie Wilhoit tonight. 34-point average against us. That's all you need to say. You take 34 points off the floor, ain't even close, going to be the same game. Prophet down inside, puts up the shot, won't go, and draws a foul. Warwick came down the paint. They fed her to the right of the basket, put up a bank shot from 2 feet out on the right side of the. And Heading got her foul. That is her third this time. And so to the free throw line, the clock stop will be Carly Warwick. A young team here for Amanda. Shot is up and in. She has 5 points, averaged 6 against us in the 2 meetings. Boys game next. Anybody's game, folks. I'll break the stats down and show you. Dr. John Minton will join us in the second game. He's a daddy his first game. Sydney's out on the floor, said, in fact, he even came up today. So you want me to help you? I said, no, sir. You go over there and be a daddy with you and Cassie. Be a parent. I promise you look up and she'll be gone, graduated. So enjoy her while she's here. Second shot missed. Rogers got it up top for the Cyclones to go to May. May between the rings, right-hand dribble. Crossover dribble, backs her way to the foul line. Down the paint, splits the defenders up and in. Got it. Riley May came down the paint with a vengeance, split the two defenders, banks it on the right side of the bucket from 4 feet out, count it, and the foul's on Tennessee High. Foul's on Prophet. So her second, a chance for a Riley May three-point play here. Riley with 10. We got our third person in double digits. Shot is up and in. Yeah, they counted the basket. Riley took off down before she made the free throw. Everybody else was standing around. She said, I made the basket. Official said, yes, ma'am, you're right. Tennessee High possession. Granger with it, right side of the floor, backing it in against Bunn. Picks up the dribble, goes up top to Latham. Latham's been quiet. They needed her point production tonight. They haven't gotten it. Warwick with it up top in the absence of Wilhoit. Left side of the floor, back up to Warwick. Warwick goes right side, down to the right corner to Granger. Touch pass inside, throw it right to Smalls. Tried to get it to Lincoln and throw it right to Jamira. She'll give it off to Bunn. Bunn quickly down the floor to Rogers. Rogers driving up and in. Left side of the floor, spotted Rogers right of the block, fed it to her Ava. One dribble and banked it off the glass right side from 2 feet out. Cyclones up 52-23 third quarter. 3:55 to play. Shot in the paint. Lincoln, all balance missed. Rebound Smalls, tied up. Warwick ties it up, and they'll keep the basketball. Smart play by Warwick. Jameer brings that ball down to right hip more times than not, and the opposition's been watching the film and said, you know what, we're going to tie that rascal up, and they do. And they get the ball back. Inside to Granger. Granger puts up the shot, blocked by Rogers on the inbounds pass. Ava's got the ball, kicks it to Bunn. Bunn, side court to her, and she lost the handle, falling out of bounds, saves it to Smalls. Jamira back up top to May. May will go to Minton. Minton left side to Bunn. Bunn for a double C3. Got it! Addison Bunn from downtown on the right side of the floor on the arc. 55-23 Betsy, third quarter, 3:27. Shot on the dribble drive up and in. Count it by Jenna Latham. Latham with the basket. Latham only 6 points in the game. Right side May for a three. Not there. Down low. Rebounding. May followed a shot. Tied up in a foul. Riley May missed that shot. Basic backyard basketball. You follow your shot, and she did, and got hooked by Nyla Prophet. That's her third foul. She's got 3, and Linkus has got 3 for Tennessee High.
At the line for the Cyclones, number 11, Riley May.
Clock at 3:10 to go, third quarter. May to shoot. From the rim, back rim goes in for it.
Subbing in for the Lady Vikings, number 34, Naomi Cardozo, and number 2, Caroline Combs.
So Combs in and Cardozi's in now for Tennessee High. One more shot for May. 56-25 Elizabeth in third quarter. Second shot, May from the rim, went up and over with a top spin. Dropped it in for it. 13 points for Riley May. Cyclones up 57-25, third quarter, 3-minute mark. Latham with the right side of the floor. In defense of Tennessee High, 3 of their starters over there in street clothes. Right side's not the same team. Granger up top. 3-point shot taken by Latham. Got it. Nice shot, Jenna Latham. Top of the key. Jenna eyed the mark and drops a 3-ball in from the top of the key. 57-28, 2:41 third quarter. May feeds the right side of the block to Jamira. Jamira puts it up. Shot not there. Good defense. The muscler by Katie Granger. The ball goes all the way out on the carom from the rim out in their half court. May got it to Smalls in the corner. She'll throw it to Bunn. Bunn, 3-point shot, no. Rogers got it left baseline, keeps it going. To Minton out top for a 3. Got it. Good offensive ball rebounding by the Cyclones, and Sydney Minton drops a double C3. She's got 13. Granger right of the block and a foul, and yep. Jameer gave her a love shove. She posted up right of the block, did Cardosi, and Jameer gets her first foul of the ball game. Hello, Cindy Reed. Thank you for listening, lady. Third quarter, Cyclones at the 2:10 mark, lead at 60-28. Baseline right, inbounding it will be Prophet deep in the left corner. Latham, a floater shot, not there from 8 feet from the left side of the bucket. Rebound Cardosi. She'll give it back up top to Granger for a 3. Got it. Katie Granger, a 3-ball at the top of the key for Tennessee High. Back-to-back threes for her. She's got 10 points in the game. Right side driving Riley May. Riley double teamed and she walked, got a little muscled. Yep, she stopped and got a little love shove from Cardosi. Calls her to walk with the basketball. He missed the foul, got the walk. That happens. 1:51 to go in the third, 60-31 Cyclones. Possession, Tennessee had to work left to right here in the parquet at Sullivan East. Pretty good crowd in here. Boys game, it's a quadruple hitter. Boys game coming up next. Our Cyclones against the Crockett Pioneers, which will be a dandy. We split in the regular season. Up top, Cardosi down the paint. Right of the block, goes up and under, foul Rogers. And right of the block, spun into the paint, underhanded the shot, and a foul on Ava Rogers. That's her second foul. Cardoso to shoot 2 for the Lady Vikings here. First shot is up, but not there. They had only 5 points in the second period. They've got more than that now, of course. They've scored 13 points here in the second period. One more shot. She missed the first one. Cardosi's second shot. Good. Her first point of the ball game. Cyclones, 1:28 to go in the period. Bunn runs the point. Right to left to work into the front court with the right-hand dribble. Tennessee Ida, lady for lady defense. Bunn to the cutting Heading. Heading puts up the shot. Not there. Draws contact. She'll go to the free throw line. Bunn nodded her head, and Heading broke from the left arc down the paint. Threw it to her. She went right up with it. Cardoso picks up the foul. It's her first into the free throw line of Adrian Heading. So Heading with 8. Heading with 9. Makes that first shot. Our free throw shooting has been excellent tonight. In fact, both teams have shot well. 61-32 Cyclones. Second shot, Heading, got it. Adrian. Unless the wheels completely fall off here in the fourth quarter, we're going to be at home Friday night. Latham goes right side to the pass to Combs and intercepted, and then a loose ball foul on one of the Cyclones. She went to her. We intercepted it, then we lost the ball. Back to them. Riley May reached out and fouled it. Trying to get the ball back. Combs will shoot. First shot is up and not there. We did not see her in either of the two games. Again, got to be frustrating to be able to get to this point in the season for anybody, not just these girls and these two teams. Get to this point, can't play because you're injured. But it is what it is. It's a long, grinding season. Second shot missed. We got the ball. May with it up top. Getting Reagan May not with us today. Driving, puts up Bunn, got it. Addison Bunn on the dribble drive right of the block, kissed it off the glass. She has a 10-point ball game. We got 4 in double digits now. 64-32 Betsy. We've doubled the score. Up top, Granger. Left corner, Linkus. Back up top to Latham. Latham down the paint. Float at the foul line. Got it. Jenna Latham, a lot of potential, I think. Underclassman, right side Heading for a double C3. Not there. Right, left baseline picked up May. May goes back up in traffic. Has a block by Latham, and they'll get the basketball. To Linkus, back to Latham. Clock at 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. We lead it 64-34. Inside, now back outside of Latham, left side for 3. Bouncing around off the rim, no. Down low, falls out of bounds. Off the hand of Cardoso, who thought she had a handle on it, right baseline, but it's trickled off her hand out of bounds, and we get the ball back. Combs out, back in comes Warwick for Tennessee High. Clock, 10 seconds, third quarter. It's all Betsy at 64-34 third quarter in the semis of the district tournament. Right side, Bunn. Bunn driving with the right hand, right of the block, puts up a leaner, has contact, and Latham fouled her. Did a head fake. Latham didn't bite on us. So she takes off on the dribble drive and right of the block, and Jenna Latham gets the foul. That'll be her first of the ball game. Bunn to shoot free throws. Bunn will shoot free throws with 1.4 to go in the third quarter. Shot is up, front of the rim, back rim and in. Got 3 dressed that could play in the fourth quarter for the Cyclones. You say clear the bench. Ain't much clearing when you're down numbers. Warwick, 3-quarter court, lets it fly at the end of the quarter. Not there, we played 3. We go to the fourth quarter. Cyclones lead it over Tennessee High in the district tournament, 66-34. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone basketball.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
We start the fourth quarter, Cyclone possession. May right side of the floor to Bunn. Gets knocked out of bounds by Latham. Let's set the lineups. May and Bunn and Smalls and Heading and Minton for the Lady Cyclones. You've got Cardoza, Latham, Granger, Linkus, and Warwick for the Lady Vikings. 66-34 Elizabethton. Fourth quarter, Minton. Bounce it to Heading. We got 5 in double digits here in the ball game. With it up top, May. She's one of them. She'll go to Minton. Bunny with it up top between the rings. Bunny with the right-hand dribble looking for help. Guarded by Warwick. Good defense by Warwick to May. May driving right to the block. Dumps it inside to Smalls. Smalls kicks it outside to Heading. Heading for a three. Left side of the floor, no. Down low, tied up. Cardosa's got it and gives it off to Warwick, who in turn gives it to Granger. Down the right side of the floor to Latham. Latham, right of the arc, launches a three. Not there. Down low, rebounded by Bunn. Left baseline, she'll bring it up the floor on her own doing with the right-hand dribble. Into the front court, work right to left here. Guys, game coming up next. Up top, bounce pass to Riley May. May with it. Goes right side to Bunn. Bunn looking inside. She'll go to Riley May. May across the paint. Up and under, sidestep two defenders and scores. Riley May. I've got her with 15 now for May. 68-34 Elizabethton. 6:34 to play in the ball game here in the district semifinals. Latham, cross court right side of the floor. Warwick for a three on the arc, no. Down to the paint, Heading's out the board. Adrian's played very well today. Heading in the front court to Bunn. Bunn out of the left corner for a double C3, not there. Rebound Cardosa for Tennessee. I'll give it off to Latham. Latham cooks it up the right side of the floor. And a kick out pass to Warwick. Warwick right side of the floor, the right hand dribble. Guys, game next. Taking on the Crockett Pioneers. We split in the regular season. Inside to Granger. Fronts the basket. Shot good. Got the ball to the back to the basket. Turned the foul line, fronted it, and dropped in the jump shot. Katie Granger's got 12. She has 12. Latham has 11 to lead Tennessee High in the double-digit department. Bunn inside to Smalls in the corner to May. Riley across the paint east to west. Kicks it out of the right side to Minton for a double C3 on the arc. Got it. Sydney Minton. Sid's got 15. Make that 16. 16 points for Minton. 71-36 Elizabethton. We had 87 against them in the overtime win down at our place. So, you're 16 points away from equaling that. But more importantly, you're winning the ball game. I think it's most important. Foul underneath on the Cyclones. Adrian Heading gets the foul, her fourth on the reach. And she reached on Cardosa, and she'll shoot two on the far end. Shot is up and in by Cardosa. She has 3 points. Rogers in. Nyla Harding's in. So Nyla gets some playing time, which is can't put a price tag on PT for Nyla Harding. One more shot, Cardosa. Front of the rim, back to rim, falls in for. Cyclones, 71-38, fourth quarter, 5:15 mark. We're going to move on to the championship here on Monday night, 7:30 on the floater up and in. Addison Bunn took it down under, and Bunn scores. She's got 14. She had 3 at halftime, so she put up 11 second-half points, so she's come to life here. Cyclones drop back into 2-3. Left side of the floor inside. She'll bounce it to Carmody. Right side of the floor driving Latham, cut off by Heading. Heading's playing with 4 fouls. Back up top to Carmody, now to Latham. Inside to Grain, or check that Linkus. Linkus shot, turn around the paint, no. Misses, rebound Minton. Minton will bring it up the floor, Sydney. 4:35 to play. Right side of the floor, you go Harden down inside to Rogers. Rogers puts it up, not there. Good ball movement, Elizabeth, by the youngsters. Ball falling out of bounds. It should be, it is Tennessee High basketball. Missed that shot. Rogers went to get it, went off her hand. Her and Prophet got tangled up on the baseline. Touched last Rogers. They both had touched it. And it's possession, Tennessee High at the 4:17 mark to play. Into the front court, left to right, Latham. Left side, Prophet. Inside foul line, Carmody. Head fake, takes it down the paint, puts up the shot, and scores. Nice shot. Head fake. Rogers bid on it, and Carmody went down the paint, got her first basket of the ball game. 73-40 Elizabethton. 3:55 to play. Getting the guys coming up next, so we'll be here Monday night in the championship. Bunn threw it to Minton and broke to the basket. Got the pass right back on the old give and go and puts up the shot and draws the foul left of the block. So Cardosa, her second foul. Free throws for Addison Bunn, gets a chance to shoot a couple here. First shot is up, but not there by Bunn. Bunn's got 14. One more shot for the transfer from Westridge. Now Cyclone, second shot, rims out, missed them both. Rebounded by Carmody. She'll give it off to Carly Warwick. We stay in a 2-3. 3:35 to play. Elizabeth up 73-40. Carmody down the paint with a shot, puts it up, blocked out of bounds. Rogers will keep it. Mackenzie Perkins, old Pleasant Beach Baptist Church girl in the lineup. That's good to see. Mackenzie getting some playing time. Get Zabos on the bench, Barnett's on the bench, and Reagan Mays on the bench in street clothes. Shot in the paint, Cardosi on the inbounds, didn't get it, but Carmody got the rebound. Takes it back to the top of the key, foul line. Backs it out top of the key, shoots a 3, no. Heading's out the rebound. Adrian right side to Minton. Minton puts up the shot, good. Sydney Minton on the runner, she's got 18. Sydney's going to get her a sandwich at Poor Trav's Deli again. She's one of our players of the game tonight. It's tough to pick them. Got 5 in double digits. Down low, Cardosa. Under the basket. Reverse the left. She walk. Will go the other way. She got it left of the basket. Took one dribble, tried to reverse it, and drug her pivot foot. Elodie Neal now in for the Cyclones. So you've got the Kitty core. Perkins, Rogers, Neal, Minton, Harden, underclassmen. The Kitty core, as we say, growing up in front of us. Harden goes left side, clock at 2:27. The Perkins goes out of bounds, will go the other way. I guess these girls don't get to play much, got butterflies like B-52 bombers in their belly. I remember when I played the first time I came off the bench. 3 straight times we threw me the ball. It's like I had cinder block hands. Scared to death. Went all my hand out of bounds all 3 times. So then I settled down. It was okay after that. With it up top, Tennessee High. Combs in the paint, kicks the left baseline, puts it up, misses the shot by Carmody. They get the ball back up top to Prophet. 1:50 to play. Cyclones up by 35. Left of the block, Carmody. Back up top. She'll touch it back to Carmody. On the pass from Prophet, left it short. Who gets it? Down to the corner, picked up Harden. Nyla will give it up the floor to Neal. Neal will give it to Minton. Minton with the basketball. My little buddy Peyton's up here now. Peyton Lowe's in the house. With the basketball up top, Minton. Minton with it. 1:20 to play. Cyclones will play for the championship on Monday. Tennessee will play for the consolation. They'll have to travel next Friday night. Shot missed. Out of the way to Minton. Minton misses her shot, got her own rebound, brings it back up top. She'll go to Neal. Neal with the basketball. Neal down low to Perkins. It gets deflected off the hand. It says last off the hand of Neal. It's Tennessee High basketball. Combs and Prophet, and let's see. Carmody. And Pose on the floor now. Trying to get to number 30. Carmody foul line, 40 seconds to play. Right side of the floor. Tennessee High basketball brings it up top. Down the paint comes Combs. They fed it to her, put the shot up, blocked by Perkins out of bounds, and they'll keep the basketball. It's a running clock, 28 seconds to play in the ball game. Cyclones by 35, 75-40. Baseline left, inbounding, puts up the shot, not there, Tennessee High. Off the hand of Rogers on that missed shot, and it'll trickle down to 16. That's going to do it. Down to 10, they'll get one more inbounds. Carmody up top. She'll let a three fly, not there. It'll fall out of bounds. Cyclones, clock running, that's going to do it. Elizabethton will go into the championship on Monday night at 7:30 against either the third-ranked team in the state, Daniel Boone, or the Crockett Pioneers. Final score, Cyclones win at 75-40. Elizabethton goes to 15-12, and Tennessee High falls to 19-12. Cyclones win it going away 75-40. We'll come back and we'll talk to our head coach, Lucas Andrews, as the Cyclones get ready for another night of championship basketball for Elizabethton Lady Cyclone basketball, winning it tonight 75-40. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
We'll play for the championship on Monday at 7:30 against either Boone or Crockett. Winning at 75-40. Elizabethton now 15-12 on the season. Again, Lucas Andrews qualifying for the regional. Every year he's been the head coach. And this year, no exception. We had 5 in double digits today, led by Sydney Minton with 18. 15 by Riley Megan. Reagan May out with a broken nose. Won't be here Monday either. Madison Barnett out, and also Aubrey Zabo has it. 3 out for us. Minton with 18, 15 for Riley May, 14 for Addison Bunn, 14 for Jamera Smalls, and 10 from Adrian Heading, and 5 points from Ava Rogers. Harden played, did not score, as did Perkins and Neal and Harden. For Tennessee High, they finished with 40 in the ball game. They were led in scoring by Katie Granger with 12 and Jenna Latham with 11. Also scoring for the Lady Vikings, you had 5 points from Carly Warwick, 5 points from Delaney Linkus, 3 points from Nayli Cardosa, 3 points from Nyla Profit, and 2 points by Taylor Carmody. Final score in the running clock, 75-40 Cyclones. Again, they go to 15-12 and move on now to the championship. We'll be at home on Friday night. That's the biggie. Friday night we'll be at home playing somebody out of District 2, and it's going to be one of the 4 teams down there that are playing, deciding theirs. Let's see, they'll decide theirs on Monday. So we either play Volunteer or Granger on Monday at our Friday at our place. They're playing for 3rd place there on Monday. The championship will be Greenville, Cherokee. So we'll have either Volunteer or Granger next Friday night, but more importantly, we play for the championship of the district tournament, which is a big deal on Monday here at 7:30 as the Cyclones win it 75-40. one of the nicest guys in the world right here. How you doing? Feeling better? You had the flu bug. You okay? Yeah. I'm checking on it because I like him. We're buddies. It goes beyond ball games. It's all about being buddies. Yeah. You doing good? Doing good? Good job. See you Monday. Yep. Our athletic Blaine from Tennessee. What a nice guy. Look, he wears maroon. I wear orange and black. He was in bed with the flu. Who cares? We got to check on each other. It's all about relationships. Good night. Always take care of somebody who's, taking care of us. So he takes care of me when I go up there, and he's a good man. Cyclones win at 75-40. Our players of the game tonight, tough decision. But we got to look at Riley Mint with 18 points tonight. Old Bunny's going to go to Poor Trav's Deli. And the other player of the game tonight, I got to go with, telling you, it's quiet, 10 points, but we'll go with 3 tonight. Normally don't. We'll go with Jamira Smalls, got us going with 8 points in the first quarter. That kind of set the tone going inside as they should, and they did. And Adrian Heading. So 3 today. Sydney Minton, Adrian Heading, and Jamira Smalls. Cyclones win it 75-40, setting up a championship on Monday night here against either Daniel Boone or Crockett, who will be playing coming up here in a little while. We'll switch gears. We'll get you ready for the boys. Dr. John Minton puts on the cans and gets us ready next. Cyclones winning it, going away. Final score 75-40. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball Shop here at the Eagle Center for the spring and summer.
Hallelujah for spring and summer, right?
Right.
So we have a lot of things for your home to add to your decor, both indoor and outdoor. Pictures, pillows, mirrors. We have furniture. We have all kinds of Easter decor, all kinds of gifts for Mother's Day coming up after that. So it's a wonderful place to shop. I have 48 vendors, and they keep things moving, keep things fresh, bring things in all the time. We have old things, new things, all things in between.
Where do we find you on social media?
We're on Facebook under Eagle Center Co-op and on Instagram, Eagle Center Antiques.
Hours are open?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Things tell a story.
When people no longer can.
Our great sponsor, come downtown in Elizabethton and shop. Think spring and summer at the Eagle Center. Be loyal, buy local, and buy at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports, the Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you.
We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfeld Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back at the Patriot Palace, let's take a look at this second game. It's going to be a dandy, I can tell you that. We played them twice. We beat them in our place, 51-44. Lost at their place, 54-44. So it's pretty evenly matched, quite frankly. So, again, our ladies won. They'll play for the championship Monday against either Daniel Boone or Crockett. And so, you look at this matchup. The two games, the Cyclones have had 23 field goals, 12 three-pointers. Now listen how evenly matched they are. You have 23 field goals, 12 three-pointers. We've shot in the two games from the free throw line 13 out of 14. Crockett in the two games. We had 23 field goals. They made 24. We made 12 three-pointers. They had 12 three-pointers. We shot from the free throw line 13 out of 14 of the two games. They shot 14 out of 16. How about that? We're averaging 46 points in the two games. They're averaging 49. So it is anybody, evenly matched tussle getting ready to unfold here at the Patriot Palace, game 2 of this quadruple hitter. Cyclones and the Crockett Pioneers. Crockett at 22-8. We come in at 13-14 again. Lucas Honeycutt qualifying for the regional. 13 out of the 14 years he's been a head coach. You don't get any better than that. You can be 14 for 14, but we'll take 13 out of 14 qualifying for the regional. Of course, you're playing tonight, get to that championship on Tuesday. The Lassies will be back up here on Monday. We'll be here at 7:30. We'll go in there at 7:15 with the broadcast in the championship against either third-ranked Boone or Crockett. And the guys will play on Tuesday. And so we'll be back up here Tuesday either at 6. My preference will be at 7:30. What about you, Doc? Be nice to be up here for the championship, both teams, right?
Yeah, man, you better believe it. That's what we playing back-to-back. Today's good, too.
Yes.
The ladies played well, but, yeah, you want to come back and watch those back-to-back games. The nightcaps, as they call it, during district tournament time. Well, you want the nightcaps if you can get them. So
we want that big trophy. You get a plaque for third. You get a pretty good-sized trophy for the championship. That's what we want. So, but we've got these two teams. We called the game at our place. Didn't call the game at their place, but you look at the numbers. It's so evenly matched. You were talking to their athletic director, but I want to bring it back up again. Listen to the numbers. In the two games, we have 23 field goals. They had 24. Three-pointers, we made 12. They made 12. Free throw line, both games we were 13 out of 14. They were 14 out of 16. It's a mirror image of these two teams. We both have good guard play. We both have big men in the middle can play. It's going to be a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, we were talking just when I first got here before the girls' game. You and I were about how equally matched all the boys' teams are.
They are.
We've seen them all throughout the season. Obviously, watched our guys more than any of them, but we've seen our team play really well at times and struggle. Basketball season's a long season, and so every team goes through those little dips where you kind of struggle to find your identity and play well together. But we've had those moments in the conference. We've also had some flashes, and so you kind of, in a way, the season is kind of that juggling match, trying to figure out your identity and how you can get the best out of your guys and the most out of your team, and then get ready for moments like this where a win puts you in the championship game, gets you a home region game. There's a lot at stake tonight. Of course, both teams are going to play and go on to the region, but there's some things at stake that really set you up for the next round. So you said it, man. It's two equally matched teams. Of course, last time we played them, we were down one. The injury bug can hit anybody this time of year, but both teams are healthy. Both teams are ready to go, so looking forward to a good matchup tonight.
Crockett is 22-8. They've won 3 in a row and 8 out of their last 10. We are 13-14. We are 5-5 of our last 10, but we won 3 out of our last 4. So two teams playing some pretty good basketball, to say the least. And so you look at our team. We'll get into the Crockett head-to-head comparisons here in a moment. But you look at the scoring averages. We've got 4 in double digits. Evan Chambers averaging 16. Hudson Pate averaging 14. Nathan Bailey with 13 points and 7 rebounds a game. Justin Whitehead with 11 points a game. Whitehead with 53 threes on the season. And then Buckles averaging 5 points and 6 boards a game. Again, there's a guy that's really come on in the last 6-7 games of our regular season. And we needed him because, a lot of teams, they would tell me, you guys are playing 4-on-5 because they didn't think Buckles was an offensive threat, and he wasn't. But the last 6-7 ball games he has been. He's been very well, been done very well. And so now it's another weapon for us is Jackson Buckles offensively.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that plays really well around the rim. He makes good decisions. Sometimes you could argue that if a fault of his might be that he's too unselfish. He gets shots around the rim. You think, man, he could turn around and make that, but then he's always looking for the open man, trying to assist somebody else. But he's always around the rim rebounding. And hey, at Crockett, he stepped out behind the three-point line and made some big shots. Which makes him. You watch film on that and you think, how are you going to match up against that? If you're not playing zone, and you're matching up trying to go man-to-man, you got your big guy on him. If he's in there as the 5, Nate's in there as the 4 or 3, he's got a big guy on him. He's a swing man or the trail guy on the break, and he can step up and make a couple threes. That's a big deal. He made a couple there at Crockett because we needed some offensive production, and he just kind of let it fly. I think he may have made 2, shot 4 or 5. So from a big guy like that, really from anybody, that's pretty good numbers. So he might make a couple of those tonight. So that's a little bit of an X factor, that something he wasn't doing early in the season. And like you said, he's really came along. But if he's able to do that and bring that to the table, that just kind of adds to what he can do and makes everybody better.
Well, it makes us even more tougher to defend, too.
Right,
They got to worry about him, too, as another weapon. And he has been over the last couple of games, or actually probably the last 5 or 6 games. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're 6 minutes from tip-off. We'll break it down and take a look at how they've done head-to-head against each other. Again, the Cyclones, we're talking about individually, the Cyclones and the Crockett Pioneers, semifinals of the district tournament right after this from our title sponsor, Ford of Elizabeth. Ford of Elizabeth and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
So here's the deal. An opportunity presented itself for me to come check the dealership out. They said it might be for sale. My wife, my mother-in-law, both of my sisters happened to come last September, and we ended up at the Covered Bridge event, and we just thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it was a blast. We weren't planning on being there for that. It just so happened the time that we came, the Covered Bridge event was going on, and we just loved it. We loved the community. We loved the energy, the vibe, and we felt like it would be a great opportunity for us to serve the community. Because every time I look at a store, I always look at how could we improve the community, how could we create jobs, how could we improve the business. And the upside was so tremendous in the Elizabethton community. I just felt like we could come make a big difference, and we've been able to do it.
You have. Ford, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Elizabethton. Social media, how do we find you?
So Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Elizabethton. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We're everywhere. And we're ready to serve the community, sell cars, and make some happy customers.
Amen. What's the hours you're open, sir?
So we're open at 7:37 in service, and we're open at 8:30 in sales. We stay open till 7.
Our title sponsor, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Back at Sullivan East High School, yours truly, Tom Taylor, along with Dr. John Mitten, our great principal, Elizabethton High. So, Wrestlers, got an update from the Wrestlers earlier today from Joe Diaz. We did very well at the wrestling. Our swimmers did very well. So, I saw we're getting ready to have our spring garden sale at our greenhouse. Future Farmers America at Elizabethton High. Man, I rack up when I go in there. I'm telling you, they see me coming, they grin because they know I'm going to spend money. Those kids grow those plants and those flowers, those vegetable bedding plants, and they're well done. So that's coming up soon. So you look at this, for 3 minutes and 23 seconds away from the start of this, and it's, again, a split season. We won at our place. They won in Jonesboro. So the obvious I'm going to ask you, and you do it very well when we get you on board here, what are the keys tonight for the Cyclones to get this W, get in here and play for the championship on Tuesday night against either Tennessee or Daniel Boone?
You know, Crockett's point guard, Street, at Crockett, you know, you got to take hats off to him. He did a really good job breaking the defense down on the dribble. He created a lot of shots. Couldn't tell you what the stats were, but you probably could. But he really created a lot of shots. He's kind of their motor offensively, so we got to keep him in check and make sure that he's not breaking us down defensively. One of those things, you want him to stay in front of you. They did a good job rebounding. That was a little bit of a neutralizer from the first game to the second. You know, they got some second chance opportunities. And, of course, got some open shots, and they were able to knock them down. Some young kids came in the game and hit some big threes that kind of separated the game. And even when we made a couple runs, they were able to separate it. But, you know, I think for us, it's just we've seen a couple of those times lately, Tom, especially late in the season, where we really came out with a ton of energy, you know, just playing scrappy. Ball goes on the floor, somebody's mopping it up with their body. Ball goes up on the rim. You know, Nate Bailey really needs to rebound well. Jackson needs to rebound well. When Bo's in the game, that's what he does. You know, he makes those chippies around the rim and really goes after the basketball and just gets us extra possessions. You know, Hudson finishing around the rim, and then Evan kind of doing what he does. And Justin's got to have a good start. You know, he's got to shoot it well, but it doesn't mean he's going to start well, but he's got to finish well too. And Colin, Chase, Ben, Eli, and Trey, those guys have got to be ready. You know, when you're 6 deep at tournament time, foul trouble becomes an issue, and they got to be ready and stay mentally focused and in the game. So, I think energy, effort, and defense gets you off to a good start, and it gets you in the spot you want to be to try to be able to get to the fourth quarter and for the audition and try to finish it out.
Head-to-head competition, the 2 games, Hudson Pate averages 13, Evan Chambers 10, and Nathan Bailey 12 for the Cyclones. That's their guys in double digits for them. As Doc alluded to, Caleb Eves averaging 16, the big guy in the middle, and Street, the point guard, averaging 10. So everybody else is in single digits, but again, it's a basketball game that's so evenly matched, as we said. I mean, they mirror each other. Well, I know now. It's Combs and Cardosa. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Happy New Year. All right, let's pick up public address now to get starting lineups for the ball game tonight. Here we go.
This afternoon, the number 2 seeded Pioneers from David Crockett will take on the number 3 seeded Cyclones from Elizabethton. This game is being played according to the rules of the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association. These rules provide for fair competition among players, spectators, and promote good sportsmanship also by observing the rules of fair play. And now for the starting lineups, beginning with the Elizabethton Cyclones. Senior, number 1, Hudson Pate. Senior, number 15, Justin Whitehead. Sophomore, number 20, Evan Chambers. Senior, number 42, Nathan Bailey. And senior, number 52, Jackson Buckles. The Cyclones are coached by Lucas Honeycutt, Will Robinson, and Seth Carter. And now, for the David Crockett Pioneers, junior, number 4, Lucas Easterling. Junior, number 5, Nolan Street. Senior, number 21, Caleb Eves. Junior, number 23, Cameron Gouge. And junior, number 44, Colton Mullis. The Pioneers are coached by Sam Tarleton, Travis Gouge, Luke Hobson, Richard Charlton, Jonathan Barlow, and Landon Masters. The officials for this game are Robert Ramsey, Nathaniel Hughes, and Mark Lyon. These individuals are registered by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association. Their experience and technical.
And there you go. Starting lineups in the books. We're ready to get this party started. Cyclones in their traveling black, orange numerals, orange script across the front, or cursive, I guess what we used to call it. And they have their home white, black numerals trimmed out in gold and stamped up, and this one's underway here. We've got the basketball. Work right to left on the parquet at Sullivan. It's a good crowd in here. Cyclones traveled well up here tonight. Audio only, obviously down low to Pate. Pate follow a jump shot from 8 on the right side, skims off the rim. No, rebound Bailey.
Good.
Falling out of his hands, goes out of bounds. It'll be who? It'll be last touch Bailey. He got tangled up with Easterling. It'll be Cyclone giving the ball over to Crockett. Here we go here. Tied games the first 2 times we played. We won by 51-44 and lost 54-44. Right side of the floor, Crockett up top, ball deflected by Pate. Across the timeline, it'll be with the basketball, that'll be Street. Street dogged by Pate. They give it back to Easterling, back to Street. Street up top, he'll go left side. Bluffs the 3, we open up in a man. No score. Down, backdoor bounce pass and shot it right out of bounds. Tried to feed it. Eves to the backdoor cutting. 23, Good shot it right past him out of bounds with the ball. No score, 7:13 mark to go. Ladies won big. Hello, Margaret Luttrell and Whitney Blevins. We miss Bryson. And he'll be back. He's like Arnold. He'll be back. Pate with it left side of the floor. With it up top. Goes cross court to Chambers. Touch pass in the corner. Bailey for a double C3. Not there. Down low. Comes out hard in the paint. Picked up Pate. Hudson's got it. Right side of the floor. Back to Bailey. Bailey for another 3. Got it. Nathan Bailey for the 3 ball. Good start for the big guy. On the 3 ball for the Elizabethton Cyclones. We take an early 3-0 lead for Bailey. That is 3 ball number 45 on the season. Whitehead leads us with 53. Good. Up top, basketball. Back his way and whistle, yes, and a personal foul. Up top, he had it going right to left. That would be Lucas Easterling. That'll be his first player control foul, our possession here. So what we didn't tell you, Chambers didn't play down at Crockett and Whitehead didn't score at our place. So these 2 guys are big in our slow offensively. Both had subpar games against these guys. Pate puts up the shot left hand, not there, put back Bailey. Good!
Boy, Jackson.
Check that. Jackson Buckles on the stick back. My apology, Buckles. And a timeout. Cyclones, you wanted energy, you got energy. We lead 5-0 out of the gate.
Yeah, man. Crockett's first 2 possessions, one with the turnover and then another turnover, creating an offensive foul. Hudson doing a good job just staying up on street and creating that situation there where they come up empty on 2 possessions. We come down and score, and then Jackson just scrapping around. Even on the first possession, Nate going to the glass hard. You said he got tangled up, but he was competing for the basketball, and then Jackson on that offensive putback. Hudson Pate, offensive rebound, also created that 3 by Bailey. So everything positive so far has been effort, rebounding, and defense. So that's how you want to get started. That's how you jump out to a 5-0 lead.
Lucas Honeycutt qualifying for the regional. Again, 13 out of the 14 years he's been our head coach. That's pretty impressive, folks. And Andrews he has qualified for the regional every year he's been the coach. I don't know if 2 coaches, guys and girls in Northeast Tennessee, can say that, except the Cyclones. I'd have to double check on that. Right side, Crockett basketball. They're down 5-0. Up top, jump shot, right wing got it. Nice shot coming off the screen. Caleb Eaves, the average is 16 against us. On the other end of the floor, Chambers on the dribble drive up and down. The bank shot not there, rimmed out. Rebounded Mullis. Mullis will give it off on the missed shot to Googe. Googe will give it off in turn to Eaves. Caleb Eaves averages 16 against us. 5-2 Cyclones, 5:45 to go in the period. Good crowd in here. Cheerleaders are both here on our side for Victoria and Vanessa, our cheerleader sponsors, and Crockett's right beneath us here. So good crowd. Up top basketball, that'll be Easterling backing it back out with the right hand. He'll go there to Eaves. Eaves guarded by Bailey. He'll go up top to Mullis. Mullis top of the key, goes right side. Eaves for a 3, got it. Eaves has all 5 of the points. They've tied it up 5-5. Ain't nobody going to run away in this one. This is going to be a tight one. Buckles, based on the first 2 games. Buckles, right side. Chambers on the arc. In the corner. Double C3, Whitehead, not there. Back to rebound. Buckles.
Boy, good job.
And Buckles got the rebound in his jersey. He's got a black shirt on underneath his jersey. He grabbed
Like he
his
had 3
jersey
shirts on.
and tugged him. His shirt went one way and his body went the other. Foul underneath the basket is going to be on. They'll call it on the street. That's his first. Baseline left, Chambers inbounding it. Goes up top to Whitehead. Tie ball game. First quarter, 5-minute mark. Pate, he'll give it to Pate. Right side of the floor on the arc. He'll direct the play. He's picked up man by Street. He'll go to Buckles up top. Back to Pate. Pate, top of the key, goes to Chambers on the weave up top. Chambers goes east to west, right to left-hand dribble. He'll go to Whitehead. Back to Chambers, right of the arc. Guarded by the man for man of Easterling. Back up top to Bailey. Tie game. First quarter. Right side of the floor, Chambers now. He'll check the bench from Coach Honeycutt and set the play. Chambers goes around a screen set, but Buckles go back on the other side of the screen again. Chambers, wraparound pass down to the baseline. Whitehead kicks to Pate. Pate for a 3. Got it!
Good offense.
Good ball movement, Doc.
Great ball movement. Great take by Evan Chambers, drawing the help. That baseline pass, looking at Justin. Justin passed an open shot. Unselfishly handed it to Hudson. Great finish.
33-3 of the season for Pate. We lead it by 3 first quarter at the 4:12 mark. Crockett, left wing penetration, up and under shot, not there. Missed shot, rebound. Buckles got the board. He'll kick it up the board to Pate. Pate right side to Chambers. Chambers back to Pate. Pate to the foul line. Pate underneath, puts it up and under. Good! Hudson Pate went from the right wing down across the paint, went up and kissed it off the glass as a bank shot with his left hand from 2 feet out. Hudson's got 5. We're out by 5 on a 5-0 run. Into the front court possession, Street. Street will go right side to Googe. Googe to Easterling, backdoored it, and they tried to get it inside the Street. Threaded the needle. They say Buckles touched it last on the baseline, and they'll keep the basketball. Britton in now for the Crockett Pioneers. He'll inbound it, baseline left. 10-5 Betsy, 3:42 to go in the period. District semifinals. Inbounding it, shot taken, missed air ball. Mullis has got it. Mullis under the basket, right to go left, puts it back up, not there. Great defense, Bailey. He blocked the shot and got the ball. Great job, Bailey. Left side of Chambers, driving with the left hand, puts it up, misses the layup. Down low, Bailey, and he gets tied up in a loose ball foul. They got the ball down inside. They had the ball down at the other end to Eaves. He fit it to Mullis. Bailey blocked him, Doc, and got the ball, kicked it out, comes down the floor and draws, unfortunately, a loose ball foul on Bailey. That's his first. Possession, Crockett, 10-5 Elizabethton. At the 3:20 mark in the first quarter. Right side of the floor, right-hand dribble, Eaves. Right side to Mullis. Mullis back to Eaves up top. He's got all 5 of the points so far. He's guarded by the wingspan of the Condor, Nathan Bailey. Back to Mullis, back left side to Eaves. Eves working down the paint. Puts up the floater. Did he walk? I think he did. He did. Walking call. Stop. Drug it pivot, but Nathan Bailey calls that, Coach.
Yep, he sure did. He's doing a great job on the defensive end. Eves obviously got all 5 points, so he's got his hands full right now, but great job by Nathan Bailey.
2:55 in the period. We lead it 10-5 here. Buckles backs his way in right of the block. Jackson in the corner to Chambers, running the baseline, back to Buckles. Buckles puts it up, and good shot. Chambers ran the baseline, kicked it right back to Buckles, and the big guy fits his 4th point on the scoreboard. Elizabethton by 7, 12-5 first quarter. 2:35 to play. Up top, Mullis back to the basket, backdoor, dumps it down low, shot missed on the dribble drive by Crockett, out of the width of Bailey. Missed shot taken by Street. Down low to Buckles, Buckles up and in! Jackson, Buckles on the feed, and Crockett wants a timeout. Oh, Doc, we'll keep it right here. You on a team basketball, you got it. We're playing very well right now.
Yeah, we absolutely are. Just that little stretch of basketball from the first time out Crockett had to call till now, just really probably doing that to try to slow down the momentum or try to keep us from, staying on the run that we were on. But again, Tom, it's with hands and feet everywhere. You can hear it through the mic. Hopefully people can't only do. You can hear shoes squeaking. You can hear communication. And, 5 guys out there playing as one makes a huge difference. Unselfish basketball, makes some great passes, great plays, and obviously finishing on the defensive end. Eve's only got a score. So you like our matchup. It's like the defensive intensity that we're putting together so far, and we've given them 1 shot. Every time that they missed it, they got 1 second chance opportunity, but Nate came down with it. All the rest of them been 1 crack at it, and we get the basketball. You limit opportunities like that, that's how you build a lead. So great job by the Cyclones.
3rd-ranked Daniel Boone will play next against Crockett's girls, and then Daniel Boone of Tennessee on the boys' nightcap. Cyclones up 9 first quarter here, 2:15 mark. Down in the corner, Crockett. Googe, inside whip pass to Mullis at the right wing. Leaves it to East behind him, right of the block. Cut off on the drive by Bailey. Caught up with him, cut him off on the drive. Couldn't get in. Had to bring it back up top. They'll reset the play between the circles. Eves with the right-hand dribble. He works against Bailey. Through a screen, Nathan fights through it. He'll kick it right side to Britton. Britton right of the block down low, posting up Googe to the foul line. Bad pass, loose ball picked up top. Street avoids a disaster, and they got the ball back. He'll keep it. Street inside, goes left side, stole away. Chambers picked his pocket. Evan driving right of the block. Chambers goes in strong, puts it up. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound Bailey puts it up. No, but he draws a foul. Chambers went coast to coast, drove right of the block, put it up strong, and rimmed out on him. Came down to the trailing Nathan Bailey. Foul's going to be on Mullis. That'll be his first. And so Bailey to the stripe to shoot free throws. Nathan on the season at the stripe will shoot at 64%. We shoot at 65 as a team. Cyclones up 14-5. We're up 14-5. He misses the first shot. Bailey averaging 12 against the Pioneers. He'll get 1 more shot. Clock, 1:37 to go first quarter. 14-5 Elizabethton. Dr. John Minton, yours truly bringing 2. Ladies won big in the opener. Won by 35. Second shot, Bailey up and in. And Sydney Minton was one of our players of the game. Congratulations, Doc. Your daughter did it again. 18 points tonight.
Thanks, sir.
She and Smalls and Adrian Heading were our players tonight. Left side, Cyclones, and Chambers anticipated the pass, got his hand on it, darn near stole that one. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Crockett's basketball. Let's set the lineup. It's Britton, it's Street, it's Eves, it's new man in number 14. It'll be Borden. And also on the floor now is Cash for Crockett. Down in the corner, basketball inbound at Borden. Borden threw down in the corner, cutting the basket and threw it right out of bounds. Borden had on the left wing, tried to go left baseline on the bounce pass, threw it right behind him into the Cyclone cheerleaders. We get the ball on the turnover. Pate, Whitehead, Buckles, Chambers, Bailey, our starters on the floor. We're up by 10. A minute to go, first quarter. Right side, Pate, down low, posting up Buckles. Jackson, big force so far inside the Chambers. Chambers elects not to shoot, takes it back up top to Whitehead. Whitehead to Pate, left of the arc against the man from Andrew Crockett. Top of the key, right-hand dribble. Pate, he'll go back in the corner to Whitehead. Touch pass inside to Buckles. Big Jackson spin move, puts it up, and in! Oh, what a shot! Buckles, right baseline, fake to the baseline, spun into the paint and banked it off the glass from 2 feet on the left side of the basket. Cyclones by 12, first quarter here at the 35-second mark. Good start for the orange and black here, but it's a long way to this one. Runner, Street, puts up the shot, not there, down there, getting it and ripping it out of there, Bailey. Bailey averages 7 boards a game to Pate. Pate to Buckles. Buckles left of the block. Jackson back up top to Bailey. Bailey will go to Chambers, 17 in the period. Chambers up top. Crockett and a man-for-man. Cyclones by 12 with 12 seconds to go in the period. Up top, Pate. Hudson in the semifinal of the district tournament. He'll go to Pate. Pate trying to drive, whistle, and a bump and a foul. And that's a costly foul, Doc. 4 seconds to go in the period and a foul called. Caleb Eves, too, their go-to guy, gets his first foul. Will get the possession under the basket with 4 seconds to go in the first quarter here. We lead at 17-5. Windbound the basketball. Chambers looks for a cutter. Goes up top to Whitehead. Whitehead for a double C3. Rims out. Rebound Britton. Clock, quarter. Cyclones first quarter start, a good one. We'll come back after one. We lead at 17-5. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's t-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Dr. John Mitten, yours truly, Tom Miller, bringing it to second period. Cyclones 17-5. Doc, what's your first 8 minutes assessment, sir, of this game so far?
A great job defensively, limiting them to 5 points, all converted by Eves. And man, great job by the coaching staff. You can tell defensively we've scouted them out real well. So Crockett runs a lot of sets, and we're sniffing them out for now. So great start by the Cyclones.
Cyclones. Lucas Honeycutt, by the way, 244 wins in his career. Trying for 245 tonight.
A little zone defense here.
Googe inside of the paint. Defense knocked loose. Googe goes across the timeline, gets it back. He'll go back to Street. Street penetration for Crockett. Right side open, fire, lets it go. Comes up short on the 3-ball by Easterling. Rebounded, however, by Eves back up top to Street. Street will go out between the circles. Cyclones in the zone. Right side of the floor to Eves. Eves guarded by Whitehead, and he double dribbled. We don't see that often, but Eves double dribbled the basketball. Whitehead's defense had something to do with that. Let's set to 5. Buckles, Pate, Whitehead. Your starters, Bailey and Chambers, are going with the Halses here. Second period, Cyclones lead it by 12. Possession, Betsy right to left. We work it in the front court of the parquet here at Sullivan East. Up top, Buckles. Buckles guarded by Mullis. He'll go to Whitehead. Double C3. Not there. Rebound. Mullis goes up to get it. He'll clear it and give it off to Eves. Eves with the basketball for the Crockett Pioneers here. Cyclones lead it 17-5 first half. Crossover dribble, Street left wing, leaves it up top. He'll go to Easterling. Easterling back to Street. Street on the left side of the floor, guarded by Pate. Bluffs the 3. Penetrates, can't get the shot. Good defense. Back up top to Eves. Eves been bottled up so far. Right side Street. Street to Googe. Googe in the right corner, Easterling. Back up top to Mullis. They've got their starters on the floor. To Street. Good defense, Elizabethton. Can't get a shot. Now Street will force one off balance. It falls loose and picked up in the paint, Easterling. Easterling puts up a shot up and bounce around, goes in. The first non-Caleb Eves basket of the ball game goes to Lucas Easterling, and a time on the floor. And Coach immediately stops play. Coach John Mitten and Coach Lucas Honeycutt said, not a good defensive set right there. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And they are.
Talk, yeah. I almost thought Crockett called that timeout. I was getting ready to say, man, it's burning 3 this early is tough. But, yeah, first points by Crockett on the board with, 6:31 to go that wasn't by Eves. You know, Eves, again, we keep talking about him, but he had a good start to the first quarter, scoring those first 5. But they've got several opportunities. Unfortunately, picked up a bucket there by someone else on an offensive rebound, but it's still a great defensive set. We came out and showed them a little bit of a 1-3-1 zone look and tried to make that adjustment, created the turnover, kind of that stand and stare situation you get in sometimes when you look at a different defensive set. So great call by Coach Honeycutt. Back man-to-man for those good matchups. But, yeah, hopefully we sorted whatever it was wrong out in the timeout.
17-7 Cyclones. You missed the girls' game. We win. We'll play here Monday for the championship. We'll be home Friday night in the regional. Right side of the floor, Pate. Pate up top, Whitehead. Whitehead penetration, kicks it to Chambers. Chambers on the arc, left side of the floor, feeds it out to Buckles. Buckles, jump shot, in and out. Tough break, went down on the cylinder. Bailey's got the board. Nathan is out, jumped and got it, kicks it back to Pate for a 3. Not there. Underneath, rebounded, will go to Easterling. for Crockett. He'll go to Eves. Eves down to the corner to Street. Street averaging 10 against us. Runs the baseline. He'll step out of bounds. Great defense, Doc. Tell us about it. Hudson Pate did a great job.
Man, you can just tell Hudson's taking it personal tonight. I know that Street kind of got his number over at Crockett, and he's been challenged by somebody. It's probably himself because he's a competitor, but he's doing a great job on the ball defense on Street. Great job, Hudson Pate.
Street drove the right baseline. Pate stood his ground and dribbled the ball off his boot and get the ball back on the turnover. Great job defensively by Hudson Pate. He's got the ball up top. Cyclones by 10 first half. Pate with it around a screen by Bailey. Right side, Chambers is yet to score. He's their leading scorer. Driving Chambers. Goes back up top, Buckles. Kicks in the corner to Whitehead. Wide open for a three all by himself. Air ball. Rebound on the backside baseline. It'll be picked up by Eves. Eves with the basketball for Crockett. Other side of the boys bracket later on will be Boone and Tennessee High. Eves down the paint, puts up the head fake, puts up the shot, and got it. Eves.
Pretty slick.
Eves got 7. They've got 9. We've got 17. 5:10 to go first half. Right side, Whitehead. Whitehead yet to score. Up top, Buckles. Buckles go to Chambers. Chambers looks inside, goes to Buckles. Buckles whips on the right side to Pate for a three. Not there, shot an air ball. Underneath, Mullis got it, and a foul, Jackson Buckles. Pate shot a rare air ball three, right side of the floor. Bo Armstrong ready to check in for the Cyclones. And so you have on the floor for the Elizabethton Cyclones, you have Buckles and Armstrong and Bailey and Chambers and Pate. Whitehead gets a breather. So the Cyclones will defend, leading 17-9, 4:53 to go in the half. Dr. John Minton, yours truly bringing it to you. Up top, Eves. Eves will give it off to Easterling. Between the rings goes right side to Googe. Googe will back his way into the right wing. Down low, he feeds it to Mullis. Shot won't go. Did it go? He counted. He got fouled on the floor, I think.
Yep.
I think Bartline got the foul before the basket went in. On the floor. Couldn't catch who the foul was on. I think it's Bo Armstrong, I think. So I'm going to give it to. Inbounding a Crockett, left baseline to Googe across the paint. Puts up the floater and a foul on the floor on the Cyclones. See if I can catch who it is here.
It's Evan Chambers.
Evan Chambers.
Yep.
His first, team foul number 3 on the Cyclones. Crockett doesn't have a foul yet. Clock, 4:37 to go in the half. We lead at 17-9. They're on a 4-0 run, the lads out of Jonesboro. Inbound into Britton. Britton at the foul line down the leaner, right of the block. Count on the foul, Chambers. It's back to, check that on Armstrong. And so count the basket by Britton. That is his second. The first foul was him. Chance for a Crockett three-point play here. They're scratching back into this thing. They're on a 6-0 run, 17-11 us. Britton three-point play try, misses, rebound Bailey. Bailey will give it off to Chambers. Evan Chambers averaging 16, yet to score. Up top, Cyclones. Point, Chambers, right side of the floor, right-hand dribble, right of the block, puts up the shot in traffic. Good!
Man,
he heard me. He took it, scored right of the block on the bank shot from 4 feet down.
Tommy. Coach him.
That's it. In traffic, Chambers said, I heard it. That's enough, Tom. I'm going to score. You got it. Thank you. 19-11. He didn't hear me. 4-minute mark. Up top, Eves. He'll back it back out. Cyclones by 8. 4-minute mark first half. Eves driving right to the block. Cut off with good defense. Bailey. Up top to Mullis. Back to Eves. Eves will launch a three. Got it. Eves. He's got 10 first half points. 10 to the team's 14 is Caleb Eves. He averages 16 against us. Up top, Chambers. They've cut it to 5. 19-14 Betsy. Up top, Chambers. Clock, 3:35 to go in the half. Chambers, foul line. Goes to left side, Pate. Pate runs underneath the basket, kicks in the paint to Buckles. Back in the corner to Chambers. Chambers, left side across the paint, east to west. With the right-hand dribble, kicks the right of the arc to Pate. Right baseline, Buckles. Good ball movement. Jump shot, Buckles. Good! Jackson Buckles.
Oh, boy.
He's in double digits with 10. Came in averaging 6. A new weapon for this basketball team. He has responded to the challenge. Coach Honeycutt said, I got to have points from you. He's answering the bell these last 6 or 7 games. Eves puts up the shot. Bailey got a piece of it. Missed shot. Rebound Bailey. He got a piece of the block and got the board. He'll give it up the floor to Pate. Pate right side to Armstrong. Bo driving under the basket. Bo head fake. Puts up the shot. They're going to call walking. We'll go the other way. Shuffled his pivot foot. Whitehead back in for the Cyclones. In comes Easterling and Borden back in for Crockett. Let's set the 5. It's Whitehead, it's Pate, it's Chambers, it's Buckles, and it's Armstrong for the Cyclones. And for the Crockett Pioneers, you go with Street and Eves and Britton and Borden and Easterling. Cyclones by 7, 2:50 to go to halftime. Semifinals of the district tournament here at East High School. Up top, Britton. Britton down, backs his way in. Can't get the shot. He walked up by with it, kicks it back behind him to Easterling. Easterling goes down the paint, up and in. Lucas Easterling's got 4 points. 21-16 Cyclones, 2:33 to go to the break. Pate into the front court. Pate inbounding it into the front court with a dribble. He'll go to Armstrong. Armstrong up top to Chambers. Chambers puts up the shot.
Oh, yeah.
Contact, double pump, bid on the fake, foul. Smart play. He is a master at the head fake. I told him the other day, there's only one other guy I've ever called who was better than a head fake than yours. Dylan Bartley played here at East. So foul's going to be on, call it on Borden. Chambers to the free throw line to shoot 2. Evans' first shot is up, and Nesson of the Twines, perfect shot. Good. Chambers, he's got 3. Evans on the free throw line on the season. Chambers shooting at 77%. Cyclones up 6. First half action. One more shot, Chambers. Eyes the mark. Chambers rims out on the second shot. Rebounded by the man that fouled him, Borden. He'll give it off to Eves, who'll in turn give it to point man Street. Nolan Street left to right into the front court. Cyclones by 6. 2-minute mark first half. Right side. Borden back up top to Street. Street with the left hand to the left wing. Left to block. Just throws one up. Great defense by Pate. He just threw one up. Hit the bottom of the rim. Pate's defense excellent. He'll kick it out down this side of Whitehead. Double C3. Get in there. Nope. Won't go this time. Pulled down Bailey. Pulled down Eves. And Bailey got tangled up. And Nathan's got his second foul. It's big. Second foul hit. Eves got tangled up on that missed 3 by Whitehead. And so they'll shoot on the other end now. That's the 15 foul on the orange and black. And so with 1:51 to go in the half, Caleb Eves will go to the stripe dock, shooting a one-on-one opportunity here for the Pioneers.
Yeah, that's not the guy you want going to the line right now with 5 team fouls. 1:51 to go. So you like your team's aggressiveness. We've been playing aggressive all the way, but with 1:51 to go, last thing we want to do is stop the clock and put them on the line with a chance to convert and try to close this thing out. So got to be really headsy last minute 51 defensively and not put them on the line.
Our victorious women's coach, girls coach, joins us at halftime. He's behind us, Lucas Andrews. We're playing for the championship on Monday. Second shot good. Eves has 12 of the team's 18 points here in the first half. He can play. Cyclones lead it by 4. 22-18. We had a 17-5 lead at one point. And Crockett's, to their credits, clawed back in this thing. Up top, it's Bailey. He'll go to Pate between the circles. 1:35 to go. Left-hand dribble, left to block. Pate has it go up, has it blocked off his hand out of bounds, and we'll keep it. He went in and got contact with a layup left to the block, got knocked out of his hand out of bounds. We'll keep it. Chambers inbounding it, baseline left.
Oh, let's convert right here.
Chambers inbounding, looking, it's inside to Buckles. Buckles puts a turnaround jump shot.
Man,
Good!
good.
Jackson Buckles inside, a little turnaround jump shot with the right hand from 4 feet out. He's got 12, and the Cyclones lead by 6. Jackson Buckles has brought his lunchbox. He's come to play here. Street with it up top, left side to Easterling. Cyclones by 6. Eves with a 3 ball, not there this time. Rebound, who's got it? Buckles got the board. Jackson comes out of there with it. Buckles up the floor to Pate. Pate down to the left baseline to Whitehead. Whitehead can't get the shot. Back up top to Pate. Clock a minute to go first half. Elizabethton 24-18. Pate says, put his hand up and says, slow everything down. Slow her down a little bit. And we are going to be up top. Clock inside of a minute to go first half. 24-18 Betsy. We've come out really playing well in this first half. A rubber match of these two. Up top, Chambers. Chambers, top of the key. Right side to Pate on the arc. Against the man from out of Easterling. 40 to go in the half. Cyclones by 6. Back up top to Chambers. Chambers working east to west. High post bounce past Bailey. Right side of the right of the arc. He'll go to Pate.
Yeah, touch it in.
Inside down to Buckles.
Yep.
Buckles whistle and fouled him on. Got him a foul on the back on the floor. Mismatch underneath Doc. He went to Buckles at 6'6". 14 is about 6 foot at best. As Borden, all he could do is foul him, and smart play by him. We keep the basketball baseline right.
A lot of intention to get Jackson Buckles a basketball right there. Very patient to get it down in there while he's hot, and had a good mismatch.
Cyclones inbounded, puts up the shot. Nope, Pate goes airborne, kicks it back to Buckles. Buckles to Bailey. Bailey driving. 20 on the clock in the first half. Nathan puts up the shot. Good!
There we go.
Bailey got a knock out of his hand on the left baseline, went across the paint and did a finger roll. Nathan Bailey. And the Cyclones lead it 26-18. They weathered the first storm here. 7 seconds to go to halftime. Eves driving, puts up the shot, rims out, down low. It's Easterling, and a whistle and a foul. Easterling got the rebound. He and Whitehead got tangled up, and there's going to be a loose ball foul on the Cyclones, I think. Yep, so Whitehead, that'll be free throws and the clock stop. What's a break for Crockett?
Man, it is. I don't know how you foul somebody laying on the ground, but Justin figured out a way to do it. Just wrong place, wrong time.
So Britton to shoot two with 2 seconds to go in the half. We lead at 26-18. Ladies will play at 7:30 on Monday night against either Boone or Crockett for the district championship. We're home on Friday night at John Treadway. First shot is up and in by Britton. Front of the rim, back rim went in for him. He's got 3. He averages 4 against us. Cyclones have on the floor Buckles and Bailey and Pate and Chambers and Whitehead, the starters. You'd be very proud of the orange and black so far. 26-19, we lead it. 2 seconds, 2.2 to be exact on the clock here in the first half.
Plenty of time to get one off.
One more shot, Britton, and hits the front of the rim. No, Buckles has got it. Buckles has hold on to it and let it go, and that's your first half of basketball. We go to the break. At halftime, your Cyclones lead the district tournament semifinals. At the break, Elizabethton 26, Crockett 19. We'll be right back. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball. Now this from our halftime sponsor, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
Wow! It's gonna make me wow! Wow!
Halftime Cyclones lead it 26-19. Good start for the orange and black. They run down the scoring. We'll talk about our girls game. Big win. We'll play for the championship again. Love it. Cyclones at halftime with 26. Led in scoring Jackson Buckles with 12. 5 for Hudson Pate. 3 for Evan Chambers. 6 for Nathan Bailey. So if you would tell me that Chambers, averaging 16, has 3 at halftime, Bailey has 6, and Whitehead hadn't scored, and we're up by 7. I don't gamble. I like my chances. Crockett, outstanding first half, but Caleb Eves has 12. 4 from Easterling and 5 from Britton. That's it. We're joined by our victorious Lady Cyclone coach, Lucas Andrews. Congratulations, sir. Big win.
Thanks, Tom.
Our girls played very, very well. Look, they were outmanned. We know that. They had a lot of injuries. Tennessee High, we did too. You got to go with what you got. And our girls came out. You set the tone. Jamira with 8 points in the first quarter, and we never looked back.
Yeah, I thought our girls did a really good job all this week. It was a short week. We're not used to just having 2 days and a walkthrough to get ready for the first round of the district, but snow, push games. So I thought our girls did a really good job last 2 days preparing. Told them on Sunday that this week was all about preparing, getting ready for tournament, and our girls did a great job. And I thought, they're down a couple, but like you said, we're down a couple.
Yep.
And I thought our girls did a really good job first half, executing defensively, smothering, what they were doing. That was a big emphasis yesterday for our walkthrough is what they're going to try to do and things like that. And I thought our girls did a really good job.
You look at the scoring tonight. It's not all about the scoring, but you had 5 in double digits. I had Sydney with 18, 15 from Riley May, 14 from Bunn, who only had 3 at halftime. She had 11 points in the second half. Huge. Jamira had 14. You had 10 from Adrian Edding, who I thought played a great floor game. Then Ava Rogers is coming. She had 5 points tonight, and plus everybody got to play, so that just makes you better. Tournament time, you get to play in the district semifinal. All the youngins got to play, so it just makes it good for everybody, doesn't it?
It does, and you get your young kids that are – our young kids are coming along. They've done a great job this year.
They have, yep.
You know, had I would say a rough JV, but, you know, our JV plays the same guys that we play in varsity. So they're playing these big schools, things like that, and they've gotten better every game, every practice, and then been able to get them in, you know, to a district tournament and get some time on the floor in that district tournament. You know, they get hungry for that, they get excited for that, so glad we was able to do that.
We're home on Friday. We'll play either who?
Granger or Volunteer.
Granger Volunteer, guaranteed at home Friday night, opening round of the regional. We're playing for a championship here Monday against Daniel Boone or Crockett. You like another shot at the number 3 team in the state?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You know, we played them Wednesday, and at the time that game didn't mean anything, you know, as far as seedings and things like that, but it was one of those games that I wanted to see our kids go out and fight and execute. And, you know, I know what the score was, but with about 3 minutes to go, it was, you know, a 5-7 point game. And then Boone did what they're really good at is
flip the switch.
They just hit on the jets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily scoring, but they can fly. And that kind of, you know, at that point we were a little tired and things like that. So we wanted to see how it played out. And, you know, they got the better of us in that little stretch. But I think our girls showed themselves a lot throughout that whole game. Yes, we can play with them. You know, we can give them a dogfight. And I even said that in a timeout. I hope you're seeing what you're showing yourself. That
Absolutely.
So we'll see. We've got to have a good day tomorrow, good walkthrough, good film, get our legs under us, and come ready to compete on Monday.
Out of fairness, Crockett's playing Boone in this game coming up next, but let's face it, third-ranked team in the state. On paper, no question, a prohibitive favorite. Can Crockett do it? Of course, you always think you have a chance, but in theory, you would be Boone in here, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Either way, we'll be ready to go.
Game. That's a Washington County rivalry game.
That's
You
it.
never know.
That's it. You're doing 16, 17-year-old kids. All we know is at 7:30 we're playing in there for a district championship. Again, you qualify for the regional every year you've been head coach.
I have.
So there you go.
It's not me.
I know.
I've been extremely blessed with good coaches and good players.
Yeah. He's all right. We like him. We're going to keep him. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. Appreciate you, Tom.
You got it. Cyclones lead it here at halftime, 26-19. Second half coming up in about 3 minutes. We'll be right back. Your halftime sponsor. If you don't have a church home, we'd love to have you come visit with us. A lot of folks have. A lot of folks have joined our church, and we're excited about that at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. Halftime, 26-19 Betsy in the semifinals of the district tournament.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Wow! It's gonna make me wow! Wow!
Y Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton.
You know, when everything goes corporate and everybody, you know, you walk in and you're customer number 1,799, here you're Tom, you know, and we know who Tom is. We know who you are. And we do it the old-fashioned way, so we're big enough now that we can take care of everybody and we can, you know, get the good deals. We get the volume discounts and all that kind of stuff. and we're one of the last family-owned furniture stores in East Tennessee. But we're small enough that we know who you are and we can take care of you.
Absolutely. Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram at cannonshomestore.com on the internet, and just look up Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings on Facebook.
Hours are open?
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5.
And the magic phone number to call?
423-543-6937.
Be loyal, buy local. Biden Elizabeth from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We start the second half ready to go here. Cyclones possession, we lead it to the tune of 26-19. Cyclones with a basketball, Bailey up top. Bailey to Pate, left to block, Buckles got 12, spin move, Buckles, good! Oh, what a shot by Jackson Buckles. Post up left to the block and spun into the baseline and kissed it off the glass from 3 feet on the bank shot. Cyclones lead it 28-19, third quarter. Buckles has come to play, he's got Jackson Buckles has got himself 14 points here in the ball game. Up top, that's the most since I've been calling these games. I don't know if it's a career night, but it's close already. Right side driving, Eves double pump, blocked by Bailey from behind, picked up Chambers, lost the ball, picked up Whitehead. Starters on the floor. Whitehead, Chambers, Bailey, Buckles, and Pate. Elizabethton 28-19. First couple of minutes always big in the second half. We'll see if we can maintain it. Up top, Bailey. Nathan, double C3, got it! Woo-hoo! Way downtown. Nathan Bailey drops that 3 ball. Cyclones go out by 12, 31-19, third quarter. Dr. John Mitten, yours truly bringing it to you from Sullivan East High School. Eves, he walked with the ball, he sure did, that's a great call. They seem a little rattled, Coach. Would that be a fair statement right now? Pioneers a little bit rattled.
What's that? Oh, that was a question. Yeah, they're rattled.
Never mind.
Sorry, I missed that one. Yeah, sorry, I was focusing on what we're getting ready to run there. I was just watching, but yeah,
that's what you call.
Yeah, 5-0 star and I was going to say 8-0
Whitehead
star.
3 ball, not there. Rebound Street. Street up before the right-hand dribble. He'll go down the paint, put it up and under, not there. Rebound. Buckles got it on the board. He'll kick it out, and Easterling intercepted the ball. He intercepted on the outlet pass and scores. Jack's like to have that one back. He's got the ball at half court. He'll go right side to Chambers. Chambers in the corner to Whitehead. 31-21 Betsy, third quarter. Buckles with it up top. Left side, Pate. Pate with the basketball. Pate around the screen by Buckles. Hudson goes in the corner, Whitehead. Whitehead yet to score. And Whitehead came into the ball game for the Cyclones, averaging 13 points a game. Looking for his first of the ball game. In the corner, Bailey for a double C3. Got it! Oh, back-to-back threes. Nathan Bailey's got 12. And for his 3 ball, his third of the game, and 47th on the season for the Orange and Blacks. And a timeout, Crockett. 34-21, Elizabethton third quarter, 13-point lead. Doc, what a start by the Orange and Black. You want to maintain what you did in the first half? We've done that.
Yeah, we sure have. Nathan Bailey doing a great job on Eves on that defensive possession, forcing the turnover, just a quick travel because we had our hands up. Had hands in the passing lanes, which created a little bit of disruption for their offense. He just stumbled just a little bit, created that turnover. We score off of it. Street comes down the lane. On the next possession, goes to the rim hard. Great contest. I don't know if he scored yet or not, but he's really frustrated. I think Hudson's defensive pressures frustrated him most of the night and did another good job there. And then we go back down and score again. So kind of like the start of the game. Lots of intensity, lots of good defensive pressure, and it's resulting in extra possessions and points for us. So great start in the second half by the Cyclones.
We expanded the lead to 13 now. 34-21 Betsy. 5:33 to go in the third. So Elizabethton basketball back here Monday, 7:15 airtime. The Cyclones will take on either Crockett or Boone in the girls' championship. We'll be at home on Friday. We can maintain this, and it's a long way to being over. We know that. But if we can keep this ship in the same direction doing what we're doing, we'll be at home on Saturday. for the boys. Up top, Mullis with it. That's a lot of basketball left here in the game. Right side street for a three. Not there. Rebounded. Easterling keeps it going. Lucas will get back up top the street. Street between the circles. Street with the basketball. Working against Pate. Back up top to Easterling. Easterling down to the right corner to Eves. Eves guarded by Bailey. Up top to Mullis. Mullis left side to Googe. Googe swings it back up top inside. Bad pass. Stolen away. Tried to throw it across the paint and picked off by Buckles. Buckles to Pate. Pate to Whitehead into the front court. Great job of Buckles again. Jackson playing a heck of a floor game. He's probably going to eat a sandwich at poor Travs. Right side, Whitehead up top to Bailey. Bailey, step back Bailey, and he's fouled, and he'll shoot free throws. Bailey came around a screen by Buckles up the top of the key, tried to launch a three, left of the arc, got whacked on the arm. And the foul's going to be on, they've turned the PA down. I can't hardly hear what they're saying. I want to say Caleb Eves is the foul.
It was.
So free throws, maybe I'm stoked, I can't hear. Bailey will shoot two. He's got 12 points in the game. Nathan Bailey eyes the mark. Shot is up and in for the senior.
I'll be your spotter, Tom.
Thank you. Bailey's got 13. Cyclones by 14. Third quarter to 4:53 mark. One more shot for Nathan Bailey, our 6'8 senior. Right-hander's toss. Got it. Said he's fouled in the act of a three, and he was. I thought his foot was on the line, but we'll take it.
Boy, I thought it was too. But
we'll take one more. You better believe it. Cyclones by 15. Two more games coming up next.
Great job.
Boone and Crockett girls and Boone and Tennessee High boys. Cyclones by 16 at 37-21 third quarter. Up top, Eves, penetration, left wing down in the corner to Street. We kept him bottled up. Street follow-away jump shot, left it short. Great defense, Chambers, and he got the rebound. Evan, great man-for-man defense down the right side of the floor to Pate. Pate with it up top. Hudson into the paint. He'll go down in the corner to Whitehead. Up top to Bailey. Bailey for a three. Rimmed out. Down low, batted around. Out of the way the Britons got it for the Crockett Pioneers. Here they come right to left. Into the front court, the right-hand dribble, driving. Britton backs his way in, kicks it back up top to Mullis. The big guy for a three ball, not there. Bricked it. Rebound Bailey. Kicks it out to Hudson Pate. 4-minute mark, third quarter. We lead by 16. 37-21 Elizabethton. Up top, basketball, Whitehead yet to score. Right side, Chambers. Chambers backs it out, working on Easterling. Drive, pulls up, jump shot, good.
Sweet.
12-foot shot right of the block by Evan Chambers, and Crockett says, hold everything. Cyclones up 39-21 third quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Back at East High School, yours truly, Tom Taylor, Mike's side with Dr. John Mitten, our great principal. 39-21 Cyclones. We led it at halftime, 26-19 by 7. We've jumped it by 11 points. We're up by 18, Doc. It's been our defense has really done the job for us.
Yeah, man, it has. It really got the game started off on the right foot. Played really good defense and had a lot of intensity coming out. And, you know, you hope that after going in after the second quarter, sometimes teams just have a hard time getting their motor started back. You kind of wait around maybe for that lull in your offense or that lull in your defense or intensity. But, you know, in tournament basketball, you got to try to keep that volume turned up as often as you possibly can. And, man, we just not going to jinx this right now. Here we come out in this little 1-3-1 set, see how they handle it. But right now, defensive pressure's up, and I like what I see.
Bailey's up top, 6'8", the point man in the 1-3-1. We like that. And he's making problems for the point guys with that wingspan, the Condor.
That's hard to pass around.
Cooge
Or over.
to Britton, backdoor cut to Eves. Eves reverse layup, puts it up and in. Nice shot.
Good offense.
Went left baseline, reversed it. Under the basket, he's got 14. Cyclones lead is at 16. Third quarter at the 3:22 mark. Chambers left side of the floor. Chambers, crossover dribble driving. Chambers puts it up, scores. They left the barn door open. They shaded him outside, so he said, okay, I'm going to drive on you, and he did and scored. They gave him a cushion. He took it in, kissed it off the glass, and driving layup left side of the bucket. And Street does the same thing on the other end, and Buckles fouled him. Street goes in strong, left him block with a penetrating drive, and Jackson picks up the foul, his second. Foul trouble, we're okay. Armstrong, Bailey, and Buckles have 2 each. Borden and Eves have 2 for the Pioneers, and Street will shoot. The clock stops here. Nolan Street averaging 10 against us, looking for his first points of the ball game. Evan Chambers done a number on this guy, and Pate defensively. Probably more Pate.
Yeah, he's a downhill driver, too. I mean, when he puts the ball on the deck and tries to get to the rim, he's going to get there, and he did a good job there just creating some body contact on Jackson and kind of creating a foul and putting himself on the line. But, he's a threat. You got to stay in front of him. He's a tough guy. He's shifty. So we've done a great job so far with 3 minutes to go in the third.
Lady Cyclones got half the equation up here. They won the first game by 35. Pressure, ball stolen away. We overthrew it. Eastling's got it in the backcourt, brings it into the front court. Turnover, Cyclones. They get the ball back. We're up 16, 2:48 to go third quarter. Ladies won the opener here by 35. They'll be here Monday night for the championship. And at home on Friday night. Street jump shot foul line. Not there, comes on hard. Off the hand of Eastling. Picked up on the ricochet by Street. Street around the screen, and going to be a whistle and a foul on Pate, I think. Yep. Street came right, rubbed against Easterling on that screen, and Pate ran through the screen and mowed him down. That's his first.
Sure did.
Possession, baseline right, Easterling and the Crockett Pioneers here. So clock at 2:33 to go third quarter. We lead it by 16. Hello to Patsy Lyons and Debbie Holmes, and our director of schools is dialed in. The one we call RV, Richard Van Us, doing a great job. As our director of schools, baseline right. Tour school starts Monday, by the way, will be at East Side. Down in the corner, East. Back in the corner, East on the inbounds from Crockett. Shot, air ball, East. Rebound left baseline, Easterling. Down to East, throws it up. Blocked out of there by Bailey. An over-the-shoulder try left side of the basket, and Bailey would have nothing to do with it. Shot on the other end, not there. Down on the floor goes Pate on the drive. He wants a foul, no call. They got the ball. Britton's got it left side of the floor. He falls down and slips, and that's a walking call on Britton. Looked like he hit a slip spot. Looked like he's on the ice. His legs went out from underneath him. He walk and fall to the floor. Turnover, we get the ball back. Our 5 on the floor, Chambers, Bailey, Whitehead, Buckles, and Pate, our starters out there. Playing a lot of minutes, but it's working. Pate across the timeline, breaks the press on the pass from Chambers. Hudson, back door to Bailey. Bailey in the corner to Whitehead looking for his first points. And got her! Double C3. Justin Whitehead, his first 3 of the ball game, his three-pointer on the season at number 54 for Whitehead, and we're out by 19 third quarter. Right side, Britton on the arc for Crockett. Around a double screen up top, right side. He'll go to Eves, back to Britton. Britton guarded by Whitehead. Cyclones back in a man now. They were in a 1-3-1. Britton, the right wing to Easterling. Easterling set a screen. He passes the screener. He can't shoot it. Back to Britton out between the circles. He'll go east to west on the drive. Guarded by Whitehead. 1:23 to go in the third. We're up 19. Driving, Britton. Right side, Googe for a 3. Not there. Rebound. Bailey cleans the glass. He and Buckles have owned the boards today. They've had very few rebounds tonight, particularly offensive for Crockett. We've done a fantastic job rebounding. Pate's trapped up top. He'll go to Buckles. Buckles down in the corner to Whitehead for a double C3. Not there this time. Off his hand, picked up. Eves will bring it down the floor for Crockett into the front court. He'll go to Easterling. Easterling for a 3. Not there. Comes out hard to the foul line on the carom. It comes right in the hands of Evan Chambers. Chambers into the front court, left to right. 45 seconds, third quarter. Cyclones by 19. Chambers looks for it up top. Looks for help. He's double team right side Buckles. Buckles up top, Bailey. Bailey driving. Nathan goes up. Oh, he hammers it. Oh, baby. Bailey took him from the left wing, went elevated with his left hand, and nearly tore the rim off. Holy smokes. He's grinning like a fox in a hen house.
I am too.
He loved that one. With authority, Nathan Bailey.
Anytime he does that, it's like a dream for me. I went, man, I wish I could have done that. It's no fair. When you're 6'8", it's a little easier, but golly, that was a good play. In traffic.
With authority, he hammered that one down. Cyclones out by 21 here. Third quarter, 25 to play. Driving Britton, stumbled and fell. Looks like Bo Armstrong may have got him. Armstrong just checked in. He giving who's getting a breather down, though? Let's see which starter. Jackson Buckles getting a breather.
I see his shoes.
So Britton, foul's going to be on Armstrong. That would be Bo's third of the ball game. He's the first one in foul trouble. Free throws by Britton. The clock stopped. 25 seconds to go, third quarter. We've expanded our lead. First shot is up and in by Britton. We led by 7 at halftime. We're up right now by 20. 46-26, Elizabethton, third quarter. One more shot for Britton, the right-hander. Where's number 2 for the white-clad Pioneers? Chocolate brown numerals trimmed out in gold with Pioneers across the front. Second shot up and in. Baseball coverage, by the way, starts March the 9th. Cyclone baseball cannot wait. Man, oh man, oh man. A lot of promise in this baseball team. Whited in the front court to Pate. Pate right side of the floor. Pate up top. Looking at the clock. 18 seconds to go in the third. He'll go down to the corner. Bad pass. Cross court. Maul's got a hand on it. Trying to intercept and take off with it and ran out of real estate. We'll keep it on the pass cross court. And it'll be Cyclone inbound. And Buckles will come right back in, and he'll give a breather to Armstrong, go back off the floor. We'll go back in with their starters. 15 seconds to go, third quarter. Betsy by 19. In the corner to Buckles, nearly stolen by Malsa. Was falling out of bounds, tried to save it. He did. He threw it off the right thigh of Buckles, and the Cyclones will give it up on the turnover to the Crockett Pioneers. With 12 seconds to go in the third. Elizabethton with 19 here. So Bailey will be over the inbound. Again, the Condor, that 6'8 wings. Look at that. Good night. He has wingspan. They get the ball inbound nonetheless up top to Britton. 5 seconds. The Googe for a three. Lip of the rim, no. Rebound to Mullis. Touch back to Britton. Can't get the shot off. Great third quarter by your orange and black. They call a foul?
They called a foul.
Evan Chambers got the loose ball foul. It's his second. They won't shoot. Quarter's over. We go to the fourth quarter. Cyclones by 19 heading to the fourth. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone basketball. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, you know, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, you know, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend. Attorneys for closing we recommend. And you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. We go to the fourth quarter, Crockett basketball. Cyclones trying to nail this thing down. A lot of basketball left. Up top, Googe to Street. Street left side, he'll go to Easterling. Easterling across the paint, puts up the floater up. Not there, rims out. Tapped up Mullis, tapped up Buckles, out of bounds. Cyclone basketball. Doc, we outscored them third quarter 20-8, so we maintain what we did in the first half.
We did, and in 3 quarters of basketball, holding them to 27 points is huge. I mean, you hold somebody to that point total, even if you're not having a good offensive night. It's where you want to be to start the fourth quarter. Still a lot of basketball left.
Chambers into the front court against the pressure. Driving Chambers all the way. Puts it up, not there. Malls went over to help out on defense. He blew by his defender on the dribble dive. Chambers went over, got to help out from Malls, and he fouled him, knocked him to the deck, jumps back up. He's okay. Fouls on Mullis. That's his second. Clean play. Mullis trying to block the shot. Chambers will shoot free throws. He's got 7 points. Came in averaging 16. Cyclones up 19, 7:34 to play. Evan wide the mark. Chambers shot is up and in for the Cyclones. We have shot in this ball game a total of 6 free throws and made. You make them both?
He did.
Won't jinx us in. We've not missed a free throw.
You just did.
Yes, I'm sorry. Bailey missed one back in the first quarter. My bad. We missed 2 so far. But we're up by 21 fourth quarter. Down low, Mullis. Right corner to Eves for a 3. Got it. Eves can play, folks.
Yep.
He's got 17. Cyclones lead is at 18 with 7:10 to play. A lot of time here. Got to keep the pedal to the metal. Buckles into the front court. He'll go right side to Whitehead against the press. The Chambers in between. They're chasing him. Chambers will bounce it left side to Pate. Pate driving in the corner to Bailey. Bailey bluffs the three. Kicks it back up top. Whitehead wide open for a three. Got it!
Sir.
Justin Whitehead, a double C3. Wide slap open right of the arc. Up top on the right side of the floor. Buries it. We're out by 21, fourth quarter. 6:43 to play. Eves, clock, and scoreboards in our favor. Street, jump shot Street. Still has yet to score. Down low Chambers. Chambers on the rebound. Coming off on the lip of the rims. Got it. Brings it up the right side of the board. The right hand dribble. Driving all the way. Chambers goes in strong. Can't get the shot. Put it up. Went to the deck. No foul. Can't get the shot to go. Back on the other end comes Eves and Easterling for Crockett. Foul line jump shot Easterling. No. Rebound Bailey. Bailey will give it off to Pate. Bailey's got a double-double tonight, folks. Points and rebounds. So does Buckles. So we have come to play. We brought our lunchbox, and now a timeout Cyclones with 6:03 to go in the ball game. Timeout Elizabethton up by 21 points. We'll be right back. You are watching Elizabethton Cyclone basketball. Signs with a special song. Take it away, Axel.
The Eagle Center is right downtown. The second block is where we're found. We have Crocs and clocks and a lot of things. Tools and glass and shiny rings. Coins and books and mirrors too. All these things just waiting for you. Beautiful furniture and much, much more. You gotta come visit our store.
Back at East High School, Cyclones lead about 21 with 6 to play. Dr. John Mitten, yours truly, Tom Tiller, bringing it to you. Cyclones again and scoring down the sheet. Pate with 5, 6 from Whitehead, 9 from Chambers, 17 from Bailey, and 14 from Buckles. And Armstrong has played and not scored. For Crockett, down the sheet we go. 5 points from Britton, 6 points from Easterling, 2 points from Street, and 17 by Eves. Basketball, Cyclones. Bailey puts up the shot under the backboard. Can't get it. Gets it back up and in. Block once, block twice. Missed them both. Easterling 2 blocks both times, and he's got the ball out of there with it. Lucas Easterling driving. Goes down the floor, puts up the runner. Up and in and got it. Lucas Easterling. 2 blocks and a great possession for Easterling. Go down the other end, scores on the driving lab. He's got 8. Cyclones by 19. Clock 5:35 to play. Ball knocked loose, thrown away. Easterling to Eves, up and in. He's got 19, does Caleb Eves. Right side Buckles. He'll wait on his teammate. Back up top. No hurry here. We're up and a whistle. Chambers. Buckles flipped it to Pate, who flipped it to Chambers, who went east to west across the floor. Foul's going to be on Googe. That'll be his first. Team foul number 2 on Crockett. 17-point lead, Elizabethton. 5:21 to play. Side court inbound. Chambers to do it. Looks for a cutter. Bounce up top to Pate. He's trapped. Pate will go back right side to Chambers. Is tapped and tipped out of bounds. We'll keep it side court. Winner will get either Boone or Tennessee High on Monday night here, or rather Tuesday night here at 7:30 for the district tournament championship. Inbound Dock to Pate. Double team Street and Britton. I think foul's going to be on Street. That'll be his second. Check it, his third foul. Third foul on Street. Third team foul on Crockett.
We'll take that. Closer we can get to 5, the better.
5:14 to play. Cyclones. Up top, basketball will go Buckles. Buckles inside the Chambers, down to the right corner to Bailey. Bailey back up top to Pate. Well, eat this clock up, down low to Bailey. And why not? You're up 19 with 5 to play. We've got the scoreboard and we've got the clock in our favor. Down low, right baseline to Bailey. Bailey going to do a high percentage shot. Missed a little bunny. Got his under rebound, rolled down his shoulder and rolled down his arm. Picked up out of there by Googe. Googe to Britton. Britton with the basketball. Right side to Eves, driving and a blocking foul on Pate. That's his second. Eves had it down to the right baseline corner, took off on the baseline with the right-hand dribble, and Pate slid over to block him and shoulder bumped him, and a foul on Pate. That's his second. Team foul number 1 of the fourth quarter, rather. Up top, Googe for a 3. No. Top of the key. Rebound, Britton, the foul line came back to him. Back to Eves. Eves for a 3. Got it. The boy can flat shoot now, I'm telling you. 22 points for Eves. He has been the only reason they're still in this game right now. Eves with 22, the team's 37. Chambers down the paint, a whistle, and let's see. They called a timeout. They did. Timeout Cyclones. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. They've cut it to 14, 51-37, 4:23 to play. What are we going to do right here coming out of this timeout?
It's kind of a weird place to be. It's just coming into the 4-minute mark in the fourth quarter. You had a 17-point lead. They pick up 2, take it down to 15 right now. Crockett has nothing to lose. They've been playing full court pressure, man-to-man, zone, a little bit of both, just trying to throw us off of our game a little bit. So it kind of puts you in that middle zone. It's sometimes hard to explain to players. Like, you want a high percentage shot, but, when you're in the flow of the game, sometimes you're not calculating that as a player. You're just trying to take the open shot. And so veteran, experienced teams that know how to win games get in moments like this, and they kind of know what to do and play off of each other. The bench can only do so much. I'm sure Coach Honeycutt and the coaching staff is saying, be smart, take your time, don't panic. Take a high percentage shot just like Nate did. Unfortunately, he couldn't chip it in. But, you want those high percentage shots. You want the clock rolling or going to the line, and there we go. Oh, gosh, Nate held him.
That's going to be Nathan Bailey trying to get the ball in the bounds. That's his third foul. That's big.
He's getting ready to go to the free throw line. But
they've caught it on Bailey on the inbound.
Not to be.
Said he held the defender. That's his third. Armstrong's got 3. They've cut it to 14 with 4:19 to go. A lot of time left. Up top, Street top of the key, nothing. We'll go right side to Googe. Googe back to Street. Cyclones in the man. Street backs his way and has stripped out of his hand by Payton. Loose ball on the floor. Pick up. Buckles has got it. Jackson tied up. Buckles and Street and a whistle and a jump ball. It'll be Cyclone basketball. Buckles and Street got tied up on the floor. We'll get the basketball in the alternating possession. Chambers inbounded here.
That's great defense by Hudson. He kept Street in front of him again. He got a hand in there and just dug at it. Not on top. You dig on top, you draw the foul. You dig up from underneath, you create the turnover. It's a great job defensively by Hudson.
Cyclone possession, 3:55 to play. We're up 14. Bailey, Crockett's going to make a run here. Down in the corner to Whitehead. He's trapped. Back up top. They'll go to Pate. Pate back to Chambers. Chambers down the paint. Chambers feeds it down low to Buckles, off his hand, lost the ball, pick up the floor, fast break Street. Street driving, right-handed layup up and in. Nolan Street, he's got 6, cuts it to 12. 3:33 to play. 51-39. They're in a 1-2-2-1 press. Bailey with it, right side of the floor to Pate. To Buckles. Buckles to Chambers, down the paint, puts up the shot, won't go, drew the foul. Buckles fed Chambers down the paint with the dribble drive with the right hand, and Borden got him. That's his third. They say first. I got him with 3, so. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I see what I did wrong. It's his first. Either way, Chambers will shoot free throws. Evan Chambers with 9 points in the ball game. First shot is up and in. Nothing but net. Chambers with 10 points in the ball game, averaging 16 on the season and averaging 10 against the Pioneers. 52-39 Betsy, 3:20 to play. Second shot, nothing but net. Tickled the twines. And so possession goes. Caleb Eves backs his way and follow-away jump shot on Bailey. Not there. Good defense. Nathan, ball batted around. Picked up. It's going to be Crockett, stolen away. He backed his way, and Britton had the ball trying to back down the paint, and Pate stole the basketball, took off down the floor, and the foul's on Crockett. Hudson Pate has played a fouls on, I think they said Easterling.
That's right.
And so free throws by Hudson Pate. Docky only has 5 points. He's averaging, Pate averages coming into the ball game 14, but what a job he's done defensively tonight.
Hey, you look at a plus minus, he's taken away way more than 14 points from Crockett with his defensive effort tonight. So, other guys have picked up the slack, but you want to lean a little bit more on Hudson Pate for that kind of production, but not like tonight. He's done a great job on the defensive end.
Pate's second job, missed them both. Rebound Eves. Clock, 3 minutes to go. We're down up 14. Right side, driving Street. Cut off, all the way jump shot, not there. Another great job by Pate. He had a driving left, was forced to pull up, made a jump shot, missed it, and a foul on 14. Buckles pulled him down.
he was asking for it, wasn't he?
He was.
He was looking around trying to say, hey, call this
somebody please call a foul. But it was intentional that he banged up on Buckles, so Jackson will go to the free throw line. Buckles with 14 points in the ball game. So free throws for Buckles on the far end. Clock at 2:53 to play. Elizabethton leads it 53-39. Buckles eyes the mark on the far end. He'll put it up. First shot is not there. We missed 3 in a row now. Peyton missed 2. Now Buckles will get one more. Mullis back in for Crockett, along with Googe for the stretch run here. 2:53 to play. Elizabethton trying to make it a championship doubleheader Monday for the ladies and Tuesday for the guys up here. Second shot, Buckles got that one. Jackson's got 15. The orange and black. Good crowd up here tonight by Elizabethton. And we appreciate that. Thank you for listening wherever you may be. Up top, Eves with it. Eves will launch a 3 over Bailey. That time rimmed out. Bailey contested that one. Couldn't get that one to go for it. Rebound to Mullis. Kicks it back to Britton. Britton for a 3, no. Rebound underneath Eves. Eves and Chambers battling for it. And Chambers trying to save it out of bounds and collided with a Crockett cheerleader. And she's grinning because she liked that. So Chambers made contact. Trying to save it out of bounds beneath us in front of the Crockett cheerleaders. They will keep the basketball. 2:34 to go, baseline left. In the corner to Googe. Googe puts up a floater, skims off the rim, rebound, Buckles. He's got a double-double tonight. What a night he's had. Jackson Buckles, 15 points. I got him with 12 rebounds. Whitehead down the right side of the floor to Bailey. Bailey back up top to Chambers. We'll play keep away. 2:18 us. We lead it by a 54-39 score. Buckles up top to Whitehead. I love this. This is old school basketball. Play keep away. We got the clock. We got the score. Make them work for it. We don't have to shoot. Chambers with it up top. He'll go east to west. He'll go to Pate. Pate back up top on a 3-man weave to Whitehead. Whitehead clock inside of 2. Cyclones, every click is to our favor to get in the championship here on Tuesday night. 54-39. Chambers goes down to the paint, kicks it back to Whitehead. Whitehead to Bailey. Love it, Lucas Honeycutt. Good job. To Chambers back up top. He's trapped, looking for help, has it stripped out of his hand. Easterling driving, puts up the shot. Bailey blocks the shot. Eves got it, put it up on the flying putback, coming down the paint and draws a foul. So stops the clock with 1:37 to go. Fouls on Nathan Bailey, his third. No, check that. It was called on Evan Chambers. That's his third. So Eves will shoot the clock stop, Doc. He has 22 points. He's good as advertised, so he can play.
Yeah, he sure can. Got a great touch. Even the shots that he's missed, I mean, they've been very closely contested regardless. Nate spent a lot of time on him tonight, and his wingspan's made a big difference. But even on the really tightly contested shots, I mean, they're in and out. Kid's got some touch. He's savvy. He can play.
Lucas Eastland got banged up a little bit. He's on the side. They're looking at him. He's okay. He's just sitting there. He got his bell rung a little bit. In will come for them will be Cash. Free throws by Eves. Caleb Eves with 22. 23. Wow. Cloyd in now. Also 30, Cash in. One more shot, Eves. Clock, 137. Elizabethton by 14. One more shot by Eves. Rims out. Who's got it? Guess who? Bailey. It's been the Bailey Buckles rebounding show. He'll give it off to Chambers. 1:32 to play in the game. Elizabethton in the driver's seat to get up here for the championship on Tuesday at 7:30 against either Boone or Tennessee High. We'll be here Monday night, the girls' championship. So we're about to do a bookend, guys and girls, in this case girls and guys, Monday and Tuesday for the championship of the district. And we're a minute 9 away from being at home a week from tonight in the regional. Woohoo! I like it. Cozy confines of John L. Treadway Gymnasium. Up top, Whitehead. Clock inside of a minute. Playing keep away up top on a 3-man weave to Buckles. Buckles back up top to Chambers. Chambers to Whitehead. Crockett and a man trying to get the ball. They've got 5 team fouls. Doesn't matter. 48 seconds to play. Cross court to Whitehead. Whitehead will bounce it back up top near half court to Chambers. Back to Whitehead. Great job of icing this basketball game for the Cyclones. 54-40, 35 seconds to play. We're heading in here for this championship on Tuesday night. Can I say, woo, doggies. Cyclones will be here. Guys, Tuesday. Girls, Monday for the district tournament championship. If you're part of the Cyclone Nation, you should be very proud of this basketball team. They came out today with just had that look in their eye, all workmanlike. The stands are standing. The players are standing. I hope you're standing wherever you are clapping. The Cyclones will go to the district tournament championship and will be at home on Saturday night in the regional. Buzzer down, final score. We have a great basketball game. beat Crockett. Final score 54-40. Doc, that's Cyclone pride right there, sir. We came in today with a goal, and it showed from the get-go. We took it to them, scored, led them 17-5 after the first quarter, and never looked back.
Yeah, first hats off to Crockett and their team too. They came out and they played tough. The first time we played them at home, they really developed and grew a lot from the first time we played them and the second time we played them. But man, tonight, you said it before the game started, 2 evenly match teams, matchups, point production, free throws, three-pointers, but we created a ton of separation in this game from our defensive effort, running the floor, doing the little things right. Man, Hudson did such a good job on the street, really neutralized him, frustrated him all night long. Evan had a solid floor game like you would expect out of him. Nate Bailey continues to get big rebounds and score big buckets late in the game, early in the game, and do the things to help separate. Justin kept shooting it. He had a tough first half. I don't think he scored, but he kept firing it when he got open, shot with confidence. Great senior leadership by him. And Jackson Buckles, man, what a difference maker. Had a ton of points early, kind of mellowed out in the second half, but still kept doing those little things to keep us in the game, like rebounding and defensive pressure. So hats off to all those guys. Bo coming off the bench, playing some spot minutes too to give guys breaks. When you got 6, you got to have guys that come off the bench, even if it's just 1, to kind of fill in here and there. And so just a great job by the coaching staff too. Scouting out and knowing what they were doing. No backdoor cuts that I saw all night long that really hurt us, that killed us over at Crockett. And so we scouted them well. The guys followed the scouting plan, played tough, and that's a formula for a win, Tom. So proud of both teams, and we'll get to call the nightcaps. We said it, right? Back-to-back games. So just proud of the Cyclones tonight. Great by both boys and girls.
7:30 ladies for the championship on Monday against the team getting ready to play here, either Boone or Crockett. Of course, Boone third in the state, and then the boys will play Tuesday night up here at 7:30 in the championship against either Daniel Boone or Tennessee. They're going to play in the nightcap game here. Let's talk about Hudson Pate. It didn't have a lot of points. It had 5 points, but Hudson Pate had a tremendous defensive job. Street came in averaging 10 against us. Nolan Street finishes with 4 points, had 2 free throws and a field goal, and that was it. Incredible defensive job tonight by Hudson Pate.
Yeah, think about being a point guard, Tom. You're touching the ball every possession.
Yep.
Sometimes multiple times. You're making decisions on every possession. And in Hudson's case tonight, he was guarding the shiftiest, fastest, most threatening player on the floor. Not necessarily from point production, because Eves, had a great night. He's a great player. Hats off to him. He played awesome. But, Street is just so shifty that he gets downhill. He gets to the free throw line. He scores chippies around the rim, and when he doesn't, he creates opportunities for other guys. And so, but Hudson, by staying in front of him and doing a good job defensively, really neutralized him, and it affected their offense in a big way. And so, yes, Hudson Pate had very few turnovers tonight, took good shots, knocked down a handful of them to keep the team at a distance. But the most important part and the most important thing he did tonight, and I know Coach Honeycutt's probably already high-fived him for this, is his defensive effort. He's going to need it against Tennessee High in that championship game.
You got it. So it'll be Tennessee High or Boone will be our opponent on Tuesday for the championship. We'll be home on Saturday. There's Caitlin Bailey up here watching the game. How about that? Her brother is one of our players of the game tonight. Nathan Bailey, 17 points. Jackson Buckles, 15 points. Both those guys had double-doubles in the rebounds and points. Also 11 points tonight by Evan Chambers, 6 from Justin Whitehead, 5 from Hudson Pate, and Bo Armstrong played and did not score. That's the other thing. We only played 6 guys tonight. Our starters in there a long time, answered the bell. Obviously, we're in better shape, conditioning. They had to, in a district tournament semifinal game, you play only 6 guys, go 6 deep. That's a great testament to our starters.
Yeah, got a little. I won't even shaky's not even the word, because when you're out there playing against 5 guys who are putting on full court pressure, Crockett's down 20, they got nothing to lose. We had a couple turnovers there that resulted in points for them. I think the lowest point difference between the lowest point spread was 14 in the fourth quarter, so we're up 21. Kind of had a little rough stretch there, but to your point was, we got 5 or 6 guys out there, so stamina becomes a little bit of an issue. But for that one little lapse, you think about that one little lapse where we just looked a little shaky, probably because of a little bit of shaky legs, but still, man, you think about the production that everybody had that was out there when you're playing 6 guys, and everybody found a way to contribute. And you got to know that, especially in tournament time, that's what you got to have. Everybody's got to have something they're going to bring to the table, and everybody did tonight.
Cyclones win it 54-40 over Crockett. They fall to 22-9. We improved to 14-14, and again, as we said at the outset of the broadcast, qualifying for the regional now, 13 out of the 14 years Lucas Honeycutt's been the head coach. So, as the old boy used to say, you don't remember the TV show Dragnet, do you?
No.
The guy used to say, Just the Pikes, ma'am. Just the Pikes. Well, just the Pikes. 13 out of 14 regional appearances by Lucas Honeycutt's basketball teams. Proofs in the pudding, sir.
Well, we said it on the broadcast in our last home game. We had senior night. It wasn't the last night of the season for our seniors. Didn't play particularly well. And then when they were coming off the court against Westridge, played the best game we played all season, really up to tonight. And Coach Honeycutt said it. We could even hear him through the broadcast. He said, "This is your senior night." They finished strong. We're talking about the boys particularly. In this particular case, but you leave the floor that night saying this is our last game, but it may not be, because you have to think if you finish 1-2 in the district, you get that satellite region game at home. So even though at the end of the season you look at that last home game in the books as a senior anyway, you still have a little bit of motivation, or a lot of motivation in the tournament to try to get to the position that we're in. And so as an administrator, and I'll speak for Joe too and Nick, I mean, we're happy to host those games, right? We'll host them all the way to the state tournament if we could. So they weren't on our calendar to start the year. We're glad to put those on the calendar and host both teams for a home region game. Who knows who the opponent's going to be? We'll figure that out later. But just proud of both teams. It's a great finish to tonight, and there's still plenty of basketball left.
Here's the 4 teams still going down there: Cherokee and Greenville and Granger and Volunteers. So one of those teams will be at our place on Saturday. We'll be back up here Tuesday, 7:15 airtime for the District Tournament Championship. The Cyclones and either Tennessee High or Daniel Boone. I'm looking for Lucas Honeycutt. I'm sure he's in there celebrating with his kids, as he should be. They won big tonight, 54 points. Recap the scoring before we get out of here. Again for the Cyclones, Nathan Bailey double-double, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Jackson Buckles, 15 points, 12 rebounds. 11 points tonight for Evan Chambers, 6 for Justin Whitehead, and 5 for Hudson Pate. Bo Armstrong played and did not score. For Crockett tonight, it started and stopped with Caleb Eves. Caleb Eves, 23 points tonight, 23 of the team's 40. Hold a team to 40 points.
Yeah.
This guy gets 23. What a night by our defense. 8 points for Easterling, 5 points for Britton, and 4 points for Street. That's it. That's all they had. Eves was the man with 23 tonight. I'm looking one more time for the Lucas Honeycutt. Don't see him. So he's in with these kids. Is where he should be. See you up here Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
See you up
Be
here
here
Monday as a daddy, Tuesday as a broadcaster.
That's right. I'll be here. Thank you, Tom. Enjoyed it. Go Cyclones.
You got it. Girls won big, and so we've got a doubleheader coming up on Monday. Lady Cyclones against the team right here, the Boone Crockett, for the championship on Monday. Tuesday, our guys will play either Daniel Boone or Tennessee High for the district tournament championship. And again, more importantly, down the road, Friday night we'll be at home for the Lady Cyclones, and Saturday we'll be at home with our guys in the opening round of the regional at John Treadway. For our director of schools, Richard Van Us, our principal who just helped me, Dr. John Midden, our athletic director, Joe Diaz, and our coaches, Lucas Andrews and Lucas Honeycutt. This is Tom Taylor again. Ladies won, and the boys won tonight, 54-40, to nail down a night for the championship in the district tournament here on Tuesday. Till we greet you again at Monday morning at 9 o'clock from Eastside Elementary for the tour of schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. We'll say, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for listening to Elizabethton Cyclone District Tournament Basketball. So long from Sullivan East High School in Piney Flats.